Wasted Water Sports crew, ahoy. How's everybody doing? Welcome along here. Thursday night footy. Storm to take on the Broncos. Bloody hell. Boy, have I got some stories to tell you. This has been frantic to get up and running here. Oh, my God. But anyway, stories that can wait until halftime because we've only got 4 minutes until kickoff. Do remind me, though, at halftime, if you're interested in the stories for the craziness that's been the lead up to this stream, I would absolutely love to share it with you all at the halftime break. For now, let's just try and get everything set up and running properly so that we can get started here. Wasted Water Sports Thursday night footy. Now, we are going to bring Michelle in. Special occasion, it's a Broncos game, so we will release our Melbourne Storm ban just for tonight only. Oh, we got there in the chat room. We got JC Smoke, ahoy, mate. No dis, ahoy. Hosea, ahoy, mate. Mookie, ahoy, buddy. David in it. There's up the mighty Bronx. Let's go. John Michael, ahoy, buddy. Rocky 11333 over there on Twitch and Scafe 97, ahoy, mates. So let's go ahead and organize as best we can Michelle's camera. If she's over there, yep, she is. Okay. I'll go ahead and join that video call over there and pop the screen out. I can also hear myself through Michelle's feed. She will sort that out for us momentarily. And we will go ahead and get her up on the screen so she can join us here for a Broncos game. Oh, boy. So, remind me, halftime, I'll share the story of the craziness that was the lead up to this stream. It really was absolute chaos. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring her in. I'm trying. So we've got to switch the background off first of all. We've got to get the logo off. And that should do the trick. And I've lost my stream deck for the night as well, which has just added to my pain and misery. Ugh.
Ahoy.
There we go. Okay. I've got to do everything manually tonight. This is going to be a pain in the ass.
What the hell are the Broncos wearing?
All right. Welcome along, everybody. Thursday night footy. Now, Michelle's going to promise here live in front of God and everybody that...
Well, in front of Satan, at least.
And that I will be at least, if the Melbourne Storm make a good play, I will at least be allowed to say in the commentary that it's a good play without being screamed at. If it is legitimately a good play.
Look, I'm not going to scream at you. I'm sedated. I am going to be fine.
Fantastic.
The Broncos play the Storm twice in like the next 6 weeks, so I've got to behave.
Scafe 97. Scafe 97 says, before I knew she was a Bronx fan, I thought she loved Harry Potter with that scarf. Yes. I was literally just standing here thinking, in the right framing, that totally looks like a Harry Potter scarf.
Squaff.
Squaff.
You talk about tech issues. It's taken me about 10 minutes to get my bloody bunny ears working so I can actually watch the game on 9, not on KO.
Well, it sounds like we'll both have halftime stories of chaos before the streams.
Is that a little bit better? Does that showcase the Broncos?
Got the Broncos logo on it. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'll try and...
Everything's reset to default for me as well, so I've got intense... At least I've not got like a cat face filter or something on, but yeah, there's all kinds of different default filters at the moment because I just had to rush and get everything up and running as best as possible. It is, of course, Indigenous round. Hence the odd jerseys that both teams are coming out in tonight. They're Indigenous jerseys.
Look, honestly, I thought with looking at the Broncos jersey, the colour, like the colour of sand, I thought maybe it was something to do with the armed forces. But no, Indigenous round. Okay.
This is one for you, Michelle. Scaife97 on Twitch has said, at some point, please say, I don't even know how to say this, Expelliarmus. At some point in the game to see if they knock on. It's a disarming spell from Harry Potter, apparently. So if the Melbourne Storm are on a break and you say Expelliarmus, we'll see if the Broncos, we'll see if they knock the ball on.
I think it's Expelliarmus with an L. Expelliarmus.
Well, I don't know. I'm just reading what was sent to me. Game of Mel, ahoy there.
I don't have a wand. I can use my remote. It might go through the TV though, so maybe not.
Yeah, that remote's not going to last the whole game if this goes the way that I'm expecting it to. And now the Brisbane Broncos have not won in Melbourne since 2016. So how's that for a record?
We've won like 1 out of the last 17 games. My hair is doing something weird, so that's always fun. Game of Mel, ahoy!
Yeah.
Are you ready for this one? Game of Mel.
Genitalia, ahoy, mate. John Michael. You've already called him genitalia once without realize. Not tonight, but I mean in general. So you may as well just run with it.
No, that's not happening.
John Michael, ahoy, mate. Our favourite resident serial killer.
Oh yay! Our resident serial killer's here. John Michael, ahoy! David in it, ahoy!
Now this is interesting. We've got some inter-chat room talk going on. David in it on the YouTube chat wants to know if Scaife97 on the Twitch chat is a nod to the legendary Mark Scaife.
So
there you go.
You're going to cut me off.
If I say what? If you say what?
Poo. Are you going to cut me off?
No. No, I was finished. I was done with that question. David, whose last name that I can't say. Tuakara is how I always attempt it. What do you reckon, Michelle? Is that it?
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra. David Chupacabra.
David, is that correct? Is it Chupacabra? Oh.
And would you be offended if I call you David Chupacabra from now on?
He's gonna call you Chupacabra.
We're ready for kickoff, anyways. That was beautiful. We went to radio silence momentarily because this game's about to get underway, and it is. It's the Broncos with the kickoff. Cameron Munster takes it, and the first hit up, I believe it's big Utiki Manu there, who takes the first hit up for the Storm, and we're off and running in this one. Now, I've got to try and do this all manually. This is going to be fun. Over to the game we go. Because I've lost all my tools, all my utensils, all my gadgets. Done and dusted for tonight. And we'll share that story at halftime. And Michelle's got a bunny ear story too at halftime.
Oh, literally just like...
No, at halftime. At halftime, we're going to share technical difficulties.
Can we blame the full moon for technical difficulties?
Fifth and last here for the Storm on the 30-metre line. A good defensive set from the Broncos early. And Wishart with a monster boot. But the Broncos will start this set in good position. Corn on the Cobbo. Taken 30 metres out from their own line.
Now, I assume you have a multi on down there. I can't see it.
I do. Yes.
To the chat room. I can only see part of the chat because that poll, I can't get rid of the poll. Even though I've hit close poll, it's still taking up half my screen. So Ed's dead though. Ahoy. Welcome along.
Broncos up over halfway. Payne in the Haas.
Well.
Oh, you know something else to talk about at halftime? Something else to talk about at halftime, Michelle, remind me. We've got to get your 3 players that you would build a new team around. Any 3 players. As Reynolds puts this kick up, it's contestable. Wow, Reece Walsh has just gone flying through there with reckless abandon, not making a contest at the ball, and that is a clear-cut penalty every day of the week. He seems confused about it, but I'm not surprised that he doesn't know the rules. He's just clearly bumped off Pappenhausen there.
He's just tried to Billy Slater the Storm.
You've got to be competing for the ball is obviously the rule there, and Reece Walsh made no attempt.
He was not looking at anything but Pappenhausen.
Yep.
So, anyway.
Clear-cut penalty, that one.
Thursday night, it's been a long last week, I tell you what.
Dave74, are you? Ahoy, mate. Over there on the Twitch. Mr. Ed's dead, of course, on both platforms as the Storm go up over halfway. Grant with some space from Marker. Cuts out pass to Anderson. Anderson's carpets, kicks back in field for Pappenhausen, but the Broncos get hands on it. 6 again. Storm, though, come up with the lost ball. 5 out from the line. Early shift from Melbourne and looking dangerous.
Gina Ferracini, ahoy. Yeah, I put 3 Storm players in my multi.
Yeah, I've got a feeling tonight will be very high scoring for both sides.
I've got Nick Meaney and Ellie Katoa and someone else from the Storm, probably David Coates.
Cool, somebody else.
Yeah, I can't remember, and it's on my phone, and my phone's over there. And yeah, I can't remember. Someone from the Broncos, Stags or Cobbo, I can't remember. One of them. I've got like 4 people in there. It'll win me a few $100 if it wins. So,
speaking of the Broncos, they have won the scrum and they now bring it outside their 20. Corey Jensen takes 3. Storm to bring him down. Staying down the short side. Broncos up to the 40.
Ooh, what was that?
He's lost the ball. That was our mate, Mike Wazowski, I think, who's lost the ball as he gets up to try and play it. And that's an early result here for the Storm. Early result here for Melbourne. They can go on the attack 40 metres out.
Yep, he did lose the ball there. That was silly. Yeah, and you got busted.
Early mistake. Melbourne looking for first points. They'll have the scrum down here, 40 metres out, right in front of the posts.
Oh, someone's asking me a question.
Yes. Oh, they're asking if you stream on your own as well or just with me. I was going to say, you've done... I didn't want to bring up basketball, but...
Not this early into the game. We're not even 5 minutes in.
No. But I'm afraid we have no choice.
But I need to do a few more NBA streams. It's just so hard with them.
So sometimes is the answer to that question. As the Storm go down the short side, Harry Grant almost pokes his nose through there. Harry Grant. Genitalia says he has OnlyFans. I didn't know this.
James, you wish.
James was first subscriber. 5 meters out from the line. 5th and last here, Melbourne. They go left for Munster. Pappenhausen now. Grubbers into the in goal. Walsh tries to shadow it over the dead ball line, but eventually he has to make a play at it because Xavier Coates was charging down. Chris Bradley, ahoy, mate. Our newest channel member, Michelle. In case you don't know Chris yet. I'm pretty sure you do, though.
Chris, ahoy. They're looking very cocky, the Melbourne Storm. I mean, I know it's obviously the Melbourne Storm, they always kind of do, but they're, you know, a little like Xavier Coates, they're getting up laughing at Reece Walsh. They're doing a little, yeah.
Broncos go short with the dropout. Very close to the sideline. They've done well to keep it. Shibasaki's got it. That must have been close, that one.
Broncos got the ball back off of Adam Reynolds and that kick. What a kick.
I believe it was Cobbo on the sideline.
Yeah.
Corn on the Cobbo. It breaks the plane of the 10-metre line. Now he's lost it. Has he lost it forward or backwards? Backwards is the call. Reynolds now with an early shift inside their own 20. The Broncos look to run.
This is an extremely high-energy game for the first few minutes.
Oh, yes. 7 minutes gone, and they've just been constantly running.
Did I think someone said before that it's Harry Grant's 100th?
Yes, it is. Kick goes down to Pappenhausen, and he runs it back. Now, one of the Broncos defenders slips. Pappenhausen couldn't take advantage of it. Yes, the game number 100 for the Storm for Harry Grant. So look for him to have a big one.
Let's ruin that one. If we could ruin anyone's 100th, let's make it Harry Grant's.
Look for him to have a big one. I'm also looking for Pappenhausen to have a big one because he was terrible last week. So I imagine he got a bit of a talking to, and I expect him to be better this week. 2 tackles left here for the Storm. Playing the ball to nobody. Harry Grant gets there without any trouble. But boy, you don't see that very often from the Storm. I'd love a close-up of Bellamy right about now. 5th and last.
What's that where we had the coach cam going on?
Munster puts this one high and it's way too deep. 7 tackle set incoming now for the Broncos. Munster, that was a shocker.
Dave, in it, you're all over it. I'm not allowed to say it because I get banned from Melbourne Storm games.
Cameron Munster, you don't see mistakes like that very often. Broncos have got to take advantage of this.
There's still no vision of bellyache in the box, so maybe he's not up there.
Carrigan goes up over halfway. Broncos go left for Mam. Mam out the back for Walsh. Walsh takes the line on to Shibasaki. Quick hands down the left. No Jesse Arthurs, of course, tonight.
Oh, what happened to him?
He's injured. He's injured.
Oh, okay.
So the big D is playing left wing, I believe, or Cobbo's out on the left and Big D's on the right, one or the other. Reynolds runs to the line, puts the grubber kick through. It's too heavy. Katoni Staggs wins the race to the ball, but it's already over the dead ball line, I do believe. They're going to have a look.
He got up and nodded.
Well, I think he maybe What was the question? Maybe he was nodding that it's gone dead. Although this ball sits up on. Oh, he's knocked it on.
He's knocked it on.
The ball did sit up in the field of play or in the end goal, but Staggs has knocked it on. Well, that's terrible for my multi. That would have been a great start for my same game multi. Jim Condon, ahoy, mate.
Jim Condon, ahoy. Ahoy.
Yeah, have a crack at that. I'm not going to.
Gumbanja country?
The Storm have survived an early scare here.
Can't get my mouth to say the word properly.
The Broncos, I feel like they needed to take advantage of that opportunity. You don't get Cameron Munster making mistakes very often, so to get a 7 tackle set, they needed to take advantage there.
I need to know, Jim Condon, did you get snow last weekend?
Munster takes the line on. No kicking this time. 40 out from the line. Grant he scurries away from dummy half. Utiki Manu with the flick pass back for Loiero. And the Storm, well, they're happy to throw the ball around tonight, the Melbourne Storm. 5th and last, Munster, a better kick this one. It's going to land in the field of play. But moving forward to take it there, the Broncos have claimed it. And it's the Big D. Takes it on his own 10. You were close, apparently, with your pronunciation. There you go.
Oh, no, I think he means that I was close to the fact that he was near the snow.
Close to near snow. Maybe it could be either one.
I'm not sure.
We've got a Katoni Staggs moment. What was the question? The answer could apply to both. Oh, nearly dropped from dummy half there by Benjamin Hunt. He's familiar with dropping balls in his own half and for the Broncos. We probably should let that one go.
You probably should. I'm still upset about it.
And Xavier Coates brings it back now for the Storm. So 11 minutes gone in this one, no score. A very tense game. I would say that this is a bigger game for the Broncos than it is for the Storm. Storm are going to be top 4 regardless of the result here, you would think. Broncos they're fighting for a top 4 spot and to preserve their presence in the 8. So I would say they have more to play for here. Quick play the ball. Grant goes down the short side for Pappenhausen. Back in field for Blore. Blore back for Grant. Grant keeps it alive. And Joe Chan is taken 5 metres out here on the fifth and last. Grant runs from dummy half. Munster spins out of the first tackle. Pops it back for Grant. Was he tackled early? No call from the referee. No favours for Harry Grant in game number 100. And the Broncos are back in possession.
I kind of got it.
The scrambling defence on their own goal line there, the Broncos. Ah, no, and that's fair enough too. Harry Grant just drops the ball cold. There was no disruption to him at all there.
That's what I need to. That's where I need to. When it's being passed to Harry Grant, that's where I do the Expelliarmus.
Haas on the inside ball almost breaks the line. Front foot ball and quick play the ball speed. Here goes Carrigan. Holds the pass up nicely for Ricky. Jordan Ricky up over halfway now on the fifth and last.
Payne Haas is looking a little different tonight.
Reynolds, they're going to run here on the fifth and last. Stagg steps back in field, throws the ball to nobody, but they get a kind bounce, the Broncos. And Jordan Ricky puts the kick high, bats it back, and Ben Hunt knocks it on.
Oh, good Lord.
He threatened to knock it on earlier in the set. He's knocked it on now on the fifth and last from the back. He loves a good knock. Okay. Storm back in possession.
Leave him alone.
I wish he would have knocked the ball on a bit more when he played for Queensland.
Well, yes, that too. I also agree.
Bastard was fantastic when he put the maroon jumper on.
I know. Breaks my heart for the Broncos, breaks my heart for Queensland.
David Innit says, if I was a woman, Jordan Ricky would be in trouble. I tell you what.
Nah, Jesse Arthurs, man. Jesse Arthurs. Or Paddy Carrigan. He's a bit cute.
Strong run here from Atiki Manu. Quick play the ball again. Melbourne catching the Broncos napping around the ruck. The inside ball to Pappenhausen is spelt and Payne and the Haas is away. Big Payne goes up over halfway. Steps back in field. Doesn't have the pace, so he offloads now for Shibasaki. Shibasaki's not held. He gets up and goes again. Walsh with a forward pass is actually called. He can't believe that it's actually been called. He's like, what, ref? You're not supposed to call me for those?
That was a terrible pass, you absolute bellend.
The Broncos have just left a try out there.
Oh.
The loose ball out the back. Payne Haas on the breakaway. He just didn't have the legs, the big fella.
He looks different tonight. I don't know what it is, but he looks... Oh, Reece Walsh, you flippin' twat.
Wow. 5 meters forward at least, that ball.
It was a terrible pass.
No.
He get down to his bloody
Did you see
shoelaces to pick it up. I can't believe he actually got it. But...
Did you see him just scream no?
Yeah. Should be focusing less on that, weave and more on your bloody passing game, Reece Walsh.
Well, the Broncos, they've left 2 tries out there now. Like Staggs, the Staggs one wasn't easy, but he won the race to the ball. The ball sat up in the end goal. He really should have grounded it. And a penalty now for the Broncos. Penalty, Broncos, against the runner play.
A penalty to stop Broncos. I love it. I love it.
And that was actually Harry Grant who's caused that, because Wishart was getting up to play the ball. He was in the process of playing it properly. Harry Grant has shoved the Broncos defender away into Wishart, into his own player. So they're going to have a crack at 2 here, the Broncos.
Well, that was a bit silly, wasn't it, Harry? 100 games and you're having a few brain snaps. So...
The Red Knight 47, ahoy, mate. Sherry Hansen, ahoy.
Yes, he is, James. Oh, this is hilarious. Where's Jason? He's our other little... I don't follow football anymore, but I love the Melbourne Storm, and you and I are proof that we're friends. That's what he says to me the other day. I'm like, oh, I've got Game of Mel as well. I might not have ever met Game of Mel in person, but, we don't hate each other. So, at least I hope she doesn't hate me.
It doesn't seem like it. She hides it well.
You're a great actress if you hate me at Game of Mel.
Adam Reynolds from just to the right of the post. Sails it down the middle, and the Broncos lead 2-0.
Yep.
Well, it's only a little reward, but it is just reward. I think the Broncos have looked more likely in terms of point scoring in the opening sort of 15 minutes.
Look, it's been an extremely high energy, high intensity game for the first 20 odd minutes. You know, how long can they keep it up for? So this is a nice little break for them. It's nice. It's I'm not going to say, you know what stuff I'm going to say. It's nice to see it when the penalties don't go the way of the Storm. God, they blow up Deluxe.
Pappenhausen gets us back underway. It bounces on the 10, trapped with the boot by Corn on the Cobbo. And the Broncos, leading 2-0, can go about doing the hard yards and bringing it out of territory, which is exactly what Paddy Carrigan does.
It is high tempo, high intensity. I wasn't looking for a word. It was high intensity, high energy, high tempo. All the same thing, James. So
Payne and the Haas, it's his hair, isn't it?
It's his hair.
He's got his hair tied back. Yeah, he's got his hair kind of like, it's either shorter or he's got it like slicked back or tied back.
He hasn't styled it, so it's boofy.
Reynolds here on the 5th and last, kicks it down the middle of the field. Taken at the back by Coates on the fall from 10 out. He winds up and brings it outside the 20. Xavier Coates gets the Storm a good start to this set. Trailing by 2 points. Broncos defending well on their own goal line earlier on. Keeping it that way.
Excellent. I need to check around the grounds at some point too, because I got a multi on that other game and that other code.
Loiero takes tackle 4, just outside his own 40. Slow play the ball. Grant goes down the short side for Munster onto Bloor, who's picked up and dumped Katoni Staggs. And they forced the mistake. Sean Bloor's lost it. Oh, that was huge defense from Katoni Staggs.
Excellent. The Red Knight. What do you mean? He's spent too much time with what this week in regards to his hair? Payne Haas is a workhorse, man. He's not arrogant. He's fantastic. So, John Michael, no, mine's boring. I just couldn't get my bunny ears to work, and I literally stood for 10 minutes over there trying. You know how you trying to get bunny ears to work so that you can get a signal.
I can't say I've had that problem since I was about 8 years old.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that is my life at the moment. So.
Broncos scrum on halfway. They shift left for Mam onto Shibasaki, angling back in field. And he's put on his back right on the halfway line. So no meters gained there for the Broncos. But the most important thing, they've got possession of the footy. And they lead 2-0. That's pretty important as well. Here's Carrigan. Goes out the back for Reynolds. Walsh is up in the line as they shift right. Walsh is taken down by Munster, who drags him forward for some reason. Cameron Munster, if you're going to defend, drag him backwards. Hunt in midfield, goes out the back for Mam. The double pump is held up nicely, but now obstruction. Shibasaki gets in the way, so the ball runner had to surrender. And that was our mate, Mike Wazowski. Carrigan at first receiver with Haas angling back in on 45 degrees.
Oh, he loves those offloads, doesn't he?
Mam with the cutout pass to Corn on the Cobs, back in field for Hunt. Helter-skelter here from the Broncos. Haas with another offload. Carrigan tries to do what Haas did. It just wasn't as good. Walsh now fires it out to the right. Jordan Ricky with the goose step. 10 meters out here, the Broncos. Both teams not afraid to throw it around. From dummy half, it almost opens up. They get 6 more tackles.
6 again. Oh, where's Bellyache? Give us some vision of old Craig Bellamy right now.
Katoni Staggs, what a heads-up play that was from dummy half. Catching the markers napping and getting a set restart for his side. Reynolds drops it off inside for Mike Wazowski.
Come on,
5 meters out. Give it to anybody from the multi. Here's Carrigan to Mam. Cut out pass, tries to float it over the top. Coates with the intercept. Coates gets away from Mam. He's got too much pace for Reynolds. Puts the fend on Staggs. It's Coates versus the Big D. And coming across is Cobbo, but Coates has been tackled into touch.
Did he get it?
Selwyn Cobbo, where has this pace come from? This is going up as no try. Corn on the Cobbo with a try saver. And where has he found that pace from?
He's lost some weight. He's running.
Oh, Reynolds is hurt. Reynolds is hurt in back play.
He's out.
Coates is out. His legs are already over the sideline. He knows it as well, Xavier Coates.
His legs up. We can't see anything from that angle. Touchy, turn around.
He's in touch there. His legs.
Keeping up. He's not even looking.
His leg's in touch there. His leg is over the sideline. Here we go. This will show it. His knee touches the line there, and he hasn't got the ball down yet. That's no try. And Adam Reynolds is up the tunnel. Reynolds is done. Well, he didn't have the pace to keep up, and maybe he's still suffering the effects of that intercept try the other week.
Stop it. Oh, bellyache.
Well, we're still looking at this. I don't understand why we're still looking at this.
Because it's Melbourne. They're gonna do everything they can to give him the try.
It's gone up as no try.
It's got to be conclusive evidence. Oh, let's have a look at this angle.
Well, that's pretty conclusive.
Point at all, and we can't see anything on that one, whether he's out. Oh,
Ezra Mam's down in back play as well. Ezra Mam's down in back play as well. Ezra Mam's down in back play as well. Adam Reynolds is up the tunnel, already left the field. The Broncos have potentially lost their halves.
Ezra Mam's cool.
Cramping. Ezra Mam's cramped in back play.
I need another drink.
Where did Cobbo's pace come from? That was impressive.
He's dropped some kilos, that boy, and he's.
Xavier Coates had too much pace for the Big D, who I thought was one of the fastest players in the sport at the moment. And Cobbo just outpaced all of them to get across and save that try for the Broncos. Officially, it is no try. Ezra Mam's now coming from the field. Ezra Mam now leaving the field. The Broncos have lost their halves. Adam Reynolds has already left. Ezra Mam is lurking on the sideline here, way ahead of play, and he's about to leave the field. And on comes Jaden Hunt. Yes, he does. Ezra Mam now limps off the field. So both Broncos halves have done hammies trying to chase down Xavier Coates. They might have saved the try, and they might still lead 2-0, but at what cost? They've just lost both their halves in one play. That's incredible. Broncos number 6 and number 7 pulling hammies, trying to chase Xavier Coates. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that. Unbelievable stuff. Loiero up to halfway, gives it off to Wishart, who drops it infield for big Eli Katoa, who's tackled on halfway. Harry Grant shifting to the left now. Sean Bloor onto Chan. Chan's tackled inside the 40, fifth and last. Broncos are in a world of hurt now. Wishart puts this high for the corner. It's too heavy to be contestable, but Walsh takes it on the full, a metre out from his own try line, and they bring him down just to the left of the posts. 2-0 Broncos lead. They saved a dead set certain try from Xavier Coates, but at what price? Both halves gone. Ezra Mam leaving the field, limping up the tunnel right after Adam Reynolds left the field and limped up the tunnel. Ben Hunt and Jaden Hunt, who's come on the field.
Did Ezra Mam injure himself running on the field? I don't think he's done anything all game.
They both got injured trying to chase Xavier Coates there.
Yeah, but I'm like, did Ezra Mam get injured running onto the field? He?
No, he got injured turning and trying to chase Xavier Coates there. Reece Walsh takes over the general play kicking, and he thumps this one down for Pappenhausen to take it on the bounce and returns it to the 20-metre line. Oh, it's going to be tough now for the Broncos with no halves, essentially. I mean, that's why Ben Hunt's there. He can fill in. But who's going to fill in the other halves role? Oh, here we go. Medical update. Reynolds and Mam unlikely to return, both with hamstring injuries. They both pulled Hemis trying to chase Xavier Coates. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but that's quite funny, isn't it? That's quite hilarious.
What are we, the Rabbitohs?
Yeah, what's going on here? Utikimanu with a good, strong carry. Gets the offload away. Katoa keeps it alive down the right edge. Anderson stepping back in field. And that's the fifth and last for the Storm on halfway. Munster puts this one high. They've just got to bide their time now, the Storm. It's going to be difficult for the Broncos. Ben Hunt obviously shifts to the... Whoa, what a risky pass there from Walsh. It pays off, though.
He's honestly, Reece Walsh, stop with your crap.
That could have turned out very bad for the Broncos. And the thing is, like, he did it in that situation which yielded absolutely nothing for them.
Like, nothing. Forward passes across the... You know what?
It was a high-risk play for zero reward. There's Carrigan now with the cutout pass here for Hunt. Jaden Hunt, that is, not Ben. Tackled on the 40.
You don't need me to be angry at the Storm because Reece Walsh is just getting it all for me right now.
Stags, tackled just short of halfway, back to Walsh, who sends this one high. I mean, that's a hell of a kick, let's be honest. Coates lets it bounce. It bounces back towards the Broncos, but Coates takes it. He was also slightly tackled in the air there, but it was very, very close. We're happy enough to play on. Pappenhausen. Tackled 10 metres out from their own line here, the Storm.
Don't do Gina. You'll end up in pieces with our resident serial killer. I'm joking, obviously. I'm clearly joking.
In midfield,
are we on TikTok?
Melbourne angling back to the short side. Anderson taken down just outside the 20. Karma Chameleons on the field for the Storm. Fifth and last, they've gone nowhere this set. Needs a big kick here from Wishart. Angling it towards the corner, but Cobbo, with all this extra pace, just glides back and takes it on the full. He'll return it outside the 20. Oh, the Dolphins must be excited watching this.
He's looking fitter. He's looking... Yeah, maybe there's no pressure. He's out at the end of the season. There's no pressure on Cobbo anymore.
Yeah, what a signing for the Dolphins. Corn on the Cobbo headed your way. Look out.
I know, Gina. Could you imagine if I was right? Sorry, John.
13 minutes to go in this opening half. Broncos up to halfway. Ben Hunt out the back to Walsh. Walsh holds the pass up nicely for the Big D. Big D tries to put the step on, but Xavier Coates brings him down. Fifth and last, 30 out from the line. Walsh taking over the kicking duties, puts this one high, chases his own kick. It's batted back. Jordan Ricky puts the second kick through, and Harry Grant there to pluck it out of the air and save the day.
Just needed to pass it. You had to pass there, get the offload, get Payne Haas to show you how those offloads are done. I'm really worried now. I don't know what the field. Reece Walsh is just going to be trying to, he's going to be.
Reece Walsh is now left to try and steer this ship, and that's worrying.
And that is a worry because he's going to be, yes, he's obviously going to try and do it for the team, but he does like a little bit of glory flowing in.
Pappenhausen almost ghosts his way through. Ben Hunt brings him down around the ankles. Fifth and last. Better set this one until that kick from Munster. What a shocker. It is wobbly, though. It might cause some issues. Broncos do touch it at 6 more, and Anderson gets away. Anderson taken 12 out right in front of the post. Well, it's one of the worst kicks all night from Munster, but it's worked out for them. They've got numbers to the right now. Wishart steps back in field. Steps again, Wishart. Reaches out and plants it down to score. Tyron Wishart, take a bow. Melbourne with first try.
Spun him into... Oh, God.
Oh, who's the... Cobbo's down now. Cobbo's down in back play. The Broncos have already lost Reynolds. They've lost Mam. And Cobbo... Oh, Tony Staggs has fallen on his ankle and broken it. Maybe. I shouldn't say that it has. That looked painful, though. Tony Staggs has fallen on Cobbo and busted his leg.
Wishart's breaking ankles on Shibasaki. Oh, my God.
Oh, there's poor Cobbo rolling around, writhing in pain in back play.
Not happy. Oh, God. We are If this is the game that decimates us, then we are stuffed.
The Broncos injury toll. Oh, hang on. He's trying to limp back into position here, Cobbo, or back behind the posts.
God, it's not a broken ankle, Daniel. Good Lord.
Kieran Wishart. He actually got lucky there because he kind of slipped, did Wishart. And that slip, he wasn't really a sidestep. He just sort of slipped into open space, and Shibasaki couldn't go with him.
The score right now, Diamond Masalo, is 4-2 to the Storm.
Nick Meaney from out wide moves in, strikes it well. Nick Meaney right down the middle, and the Storm leads 6-2. Nick Meaney taking over the kicking duties from Pappenhausen, of course, who was atrocious last week. I mean, that game against Parramatta probably shouldn't have even been as close as it was if Pappenhausen had his kicking boots on. But he's lost the rights this week, and Nick Meaney starts well. Oh, what a game this has been, though.
It has been a good game so far, but yeah, not entirely happy with the injuries. So Cobbo's jogging back into position. He's looking a little ginger, but he's definitely still out there. So that's the bonus. So we'll just monitor that one and see how it goes.
He'll be all right. Big Karma Chameleon from the back fence. It takes 4 Broncos to even stall him, let alone get him down on the ground. What a run. Melbourne start their set from their own 20. 10 minutes to play in the opening half. Storm up 6-2 for the Broncos.
Definitely going to take some of the wind out of their sails. I mean, the Storm try.
The Broncos are relying on Reece Walsh is what they're relying on now. Reece Walsh needs to find all that potential that we keep hearing about for the past 3 years. He needs to find it and show it.
I mean, he looks hungry for it, but you can't.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you don't have it, you can't just Harry Potter it into existence, can you? Or can you?
Well,
you tell me.
You can overcook yourself because you're over trying. You know, you're over trying. You're not just letting your natural ability come out. You're not letting it. Oh, Harry Grant's got up there and he's gripping one of his fingers, so maybe there's a little burner or dislocation.
Oh, Staggs bobbles the ball.
And he's back in the next tackle, so I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. Haas up to halfway. Good, strong carry again. Payne, and the Haas loses it. Oh, dear. Was it illegally stripped, though? Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Broncos, lucky to get away with that one. Payne and the Haas, you don't see mistakes like that. So, it's the captain's challenge here from the Storm. Slightly forward from dummy half there as well.
It's a captain's challenge to strip on Melbourne. Guys, you love doing this when there's more than one player in the tackle. Oh, look at that.
Hands on the ball.
2 of you in the tackle and 1 hand.
Well, there's no stripping motion. There's no raking motion at all there. But they've got hands on the ball.
Look at that. Look at that. Pulls the ball straight out of his hands. The captain's challenge is unsuccessful. What a shame, Melbourne. What a shame.
Jonathan Manson, it's been a good game so far.
Bellyache.
As the Broncos find touch 30 metres out. This would be huge for them.
So far.
Told to go back to the mark there, Mike Wazowski.
The Storm have always been a high-intensity team, so I would say so. There's been some uncharacteristic errors. They're not as clinical as they have been in previous seasons. The Broncos have, they've brought the energy, but unfortunately, the Broncos have also brought the injuries.
15 out from the line here. The Broncos, Hetherington plays it. Here's Ben Hunt now, shows it inside. Cutout pass for Shibasaki. Can't beat his man as he falls to ground 10 metres from the line. Down the short side, Walters scurries away.
That's who we need. Billy Waltz is in there. A little bit of work.
Well, there he is.
He's not going to try and be showy.
Hunt at first receiver. Grubbers in behind the line. Deflects off Harry Grant. Sits up for Pappenhausen. And Pappy's away. And then he slips into contact with Ben Hunt.
Don't pat him on the shoulder. You're enemies right now.
That was very friendly there between Ben Hunt and Pappenhausen.
You're not even on the same Origin team. For God's sake.
They had a nice little moment together there, Pappenhausen and Hunt. A little tap on the shoulder, saying no hard feelings, mate. We're all good.
Good Lord.
Lasati plays it on the 30-metre line, their own side of halfway here, the Storm. Karma Chameleon angling back in towards the tackle. Taken down on the 5th and last. Oh, and did Haas just give him a little kiss there? There's some friendliness out there tonight as Wishart puts this ball high.
Completely uncalled for.
Colbo, who seems to be fully recovered from that little ankle issue, taken down. Although he didn't really look to wind up too much there. He's still a little bit ginger. You can see him in back play, just testing that ankle out.
Strap it up at halftime. Get out there and.
Walsh holds the pass up now for Ben Hunt onto Ricky. Ricky from a standing start puts some good footwork on, and he's taken down on halfway.
Looking a little flat there.
Despite the injuries, the Broncos are still winning the territory battle here in the first half.
Why are you jinxing us? My God, Daniel.
Two tackles left, sorry. Haas now winds up. Oh, sorry for calling the game. God damn it, how dare I? Haas plays it on the 5th and last. Back in field for Hunt, who kicks it high for the corner. It's going to land about 10, 15 out. Everybody just watches it. It bounces back towards the Broncos, and Walters slaps it in field for Walsh now to go again. Huge cutout pass on the bounce to the Big D. Big D in space, chips over the top, but Xavier Coates gets those go-go gadget arms out as he's tracking back and takes it on the 10-metre line. Melbourne back in possession. Well, that was actually an instance, in fairness to Reece Walsh there, that was actually a time where it was called for. He didn't quite nail it, but he did need to get it out there onto the wing as quick as possible. Maybe a kick pass would have been a better option.
I apologise for the echoes, people. It's just the way I've got to sort out my streaming properly and get a better microphone for the phone that doesn't have quite so much echo on it. So I do apologise. I'll try to stop yelling as much.
Oh, 6 more tackles here for the Storm on the last. Madge will be furious now.
Yeah. Jarvis
a
Henry,
full set.
Man is gone for the rest of the game. We do believe.
We believe. That's what's been reported.
By talking to a pillow is
Harry Grant scoots out a dummy half. The markers couldn't play at him. He's tackled 5 out from the line here. Front foot ball for Melbourne. Slow play the ball. That's got to be another set restart. No call from the official. Pappenhausen steps off the left. Could have reached out there, but he falls the wrong way. Grant now chips it in over the top for Coates. It's been lost. Has it been lost forward, Broncos? Yes, it has. Touched Broncos. Melbourne ball.
Challenge it or leave it?
I would leave it. I would very much leave it.
Don't challenge that.
Do you want to field that one, Michelle, or JC Smoke?
Coates. Xavier Coates was running away, and everybody was giving chase, and Ezra Mam and Renault both did their hammies. And they should have just left Selwyn Cobbo because he went all the way across the field and took Xavier Coates out of play to not score. So, yeah, but very unfortunate. Oh, and there's a knock on there from...
No, it wasn't.
It's gone forward, but they're not calling
No, it wasn't. Forward, my ass. 10 metres out from the line. Munster with the standing start. Tackled a metre out. Carrigan trying to rip him down. He offloads for Grant. Grant now heads across field. Dummies inside. Goes out for Nick Meaney. Meaney bumps off the tackle of Cobbo, but he's held up by Shibasaki. And big Payne in the Haas charging in. A set restart. That actually should be a straight penalty, that one. Haas isn't happy for some reason.
Not happy.
I don't know what's happened to Payne Haas.
He was making sure that that was held, because I feel like that Payne Haas thought the last one was held with that extremely late offload. So I feel like Payne Haas was making sure that Nick Meaney was held.
Pappenhausen dummies and goes straight through. Pappenhausen scores. There's a tick off the multi. Off the back of the penalty, Melbourne decide to have a run and an early shift out to the left. Through the hands they went. Pappenhausen dummies, steps off the left boot and ducks under the defence to score.
Can someone tell Jerome Hughes that trading water bottles not a microphone?
What a call that was to have Pappenhausen in the multi. He would have got an absolute belting from bellyache throughout the course of the week.
I thought about it, but I didn't.
Sold the dummy there to Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt shifted out. And that left the space for Pappenhausen to step off the left. Boom. Ben Hunt sold the dummy. Didn't trust his outside man. And a big gap there for Pappenhausen to step into. Oh, he's happy. He's excited because he knows no extra training for me this week.
Yep.
I'm having a good game.
Back in the good books.
Ryan Pappenhausen, 8 tries in 7 games versus the Broncos. There we go. Well, honestly, that is not the reason that I put him in my multi. I didn't know that stat.
Munster came over and tried to tell him something. Perhaps it's like, yeah, I'm not listening to you.
I did not know that statistic at all. I put him in because I felt like he was due for a big game. Nick Meaney from about 10 to the left of the posts. The favoured side for a right-footed kicker. Should slot this one over pretty easily. Oh, he's pushed it out to the right, but it hooks back in just... Well, he's nearly completely screwed it up. But he gets it through. Oh, that would have been a terrible miss.
I feel like... Oh, I don't know.
Some valuable insight there. I feel like... I don't know.
Oh, it's gone. There was insight, but yeah. I think I'm just trying to remember if I put Paps in my multi, but I don't think I did. You would
12 points to 2, right on the stroke of half time. Those are the championship minutes. We talk about it all the time. 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after half time. The championship minutes all getting in each other's way here from the kickoff. Munster and one of the Storm defenders retreating back. But they do. Oh, Karma Chameleon, slow to get up and play it. I think he realizes, though, we're just in wind the clock down territory.
Yeah, he's just being a bitch. There's nothing in it.
20 seconds left until the break. Katoa, who's been relatively quiet tonight by Katoa's own lofty standards. Grant from dummy half. Cut out pass for Anderson. Well read by the Broncos defense. Cobbo, he's been immense tonight.
See, that's why the Storm got that penalty, because they're looking for those offloads.
Grant goes quickly again.
Held.
There goes the halftime siren. Melbourne surrendering the tackle, Lasati. And that will be halftime, 12 points to 2.
Payne Haas was sick of it. He was just like, I'm done with this. I'm going to put my hand on Meaney's neck and make sure he's aware that he's held. And unfortunately, there was a penalty and a try. Oh, look at Reece Walsh. He's not even in the inner circle.
The Broncos, of course, in a huddle before they head off the field, probably discussing, like, what are we going to tell Madge? Walsh is like, does anyone want this water? No, nobody wants it after he's had a swig from it. I'm just making stuff up now, of course. Halftime here, 12 points to 2. Melbourne leading the Broncos. I'm going to have a quick break, quick halftime toilet break, and then we can get into halftime stories.
Oh, sure. Well, in that case, I'll take a quick break as well and come back very shortly.
Sweet. Let's do it.
What?
Wasted World of Sports crew, ahoy. Halftime here, Melbourne, 12 points to 2. Okay, hard to say whether that's probably a reflective scoreline. Probably not. I think if it had gone into halftime 6 points to 2, it's probably reflective of the half that we've seen. Because the Broncos were slightly on top, I would say. Slightly on top in the early stages of the half, sort of like the first 15, 17 minutes. Then it started to balance itself out a little bit, and Melbourne got well on top when Ezra Mam and Adam Reynolds both left injured. So I think 6-2 would have been a very, very fair reflection of the first half. 12-2 puts Melbourne right on top. They'll be ecstatic over that, but probably not necessarily an indication of dominance one way or the other. Jonathan Manson, yes, Melbourne have won a lot of games against the Broncos. Broncos haven't won in Melbourne since 2016. They have beaten the Storm in games since then, but in Melbourne, they haven't won since 2016. Melbourne, by the way, this is a good opportunity to plug the Wasted World of Sports tour. We will be coming to Melbourne and Sydney. Well, I will be. I'll be coming to Melbourne and Sydney in early November, so keep an eye out for details on that. We're going to find a sports bar in both locations, and yeah, we're just going to hang out, have some beers, and have a good time. So that'll be fun. Early November, keep an eye out. I'll obviously announce that on the channel. Sydney and Melbourne, early November. Looking forward to it. I mean, basically, the long and short of it is I'm going to both Sydney and Melbourne for other purposes. But if I do a show there, like if I organise some sort of official Wasted Water Sports thing from there, then I can write the whole trip off on tax. Well, not the whole trip, but most of it. I can write the flights off on tax and a couple of days accommodation. See? The beauty of operating a business. All these little shenanigans that you can get around that you probably shouldn't announce to the public on live stream, though, of course. But, what are you going to do? What can happen? What's the worst that can happen? KML says, let's go Melbourne. God. It's been such a rough... Oh, I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to stream tonight, honestly. We had such an issue with the streaming software. Nearly didn't get it sorted out in time, but thankfully we did. The big story to come out of this first half, though, of course, oh, look at him strewn impact play. It's one for the highlight reel, that's for sure. And look, I don't laugh at the players being injured. I'm not laughing about the injury. I'm laughing about, I mean, when have we ever seen that happen? Just the state of how it took place, how it all played out, how it transpired. When have you ever seen it? Like both Broncos halves turning to chase as Xavier Coates took the intercept and started to run away upfield. Both halves turn and give chase. Adam Reynolds does his hemi first, and then right behind him, Ezra Mam dives to try and make an attempt at Coates. He does his hemi as well. Crazy stuff. Like both Broncos halves ruled out for the rest of the game with hamstring injuries, giving chase to Xavier Coates. So that's definitely the big talking point to come out of that opening 40 minutes. And Broncos, they probably left a couple of tries out there, to be honest. Reece Walsh just needed to hit the chest with the pass, one pass away from a Broncos try. And here is the replay of the Broncos players injuring themselves. Renault, great effort there from the old fella. Not as good as that effort from Selman Cobbo, though. Corn on the Cobbo with that kick chase. I mean, that was immense. Great work. All right, we're about to get an update. An update on the injured players. Okay. It is official. It's official. Ezra Mam and Adam Reynolds are both out for the rest of the match. Both with hamstring injuries there in that chase of Xavier Coates. Jonathan Manson can't see the Knights winning tomorrow. The Panthers train should continue. Absolutely. For those who joined the old Panther and I live last night, I shared my conspiracy theory on the top 4 at the moment. Huh?
Why am I so big?
I don't know. You're the one that... Hang on.
All I did was turn my camera back on.
Well, it should take care of itself then.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you leave and disable the camera, it's like, hang on, there used to be a camera here. What the hell happened? And when you so it defaults to the little square avatar. So when you come back on, it just takes a moment to kick in properly. Every time you come back, you're always, just so that you're aware, every time you come back, you're always up that close. It sorts itself out.
I've never seen it that long. I was like, oh, Jesus. Anyway.
Yeah, so for those who joined us live last night, the old Panther and I shared my conspiracy theory on the top 4. So if you are a channel member, that video is still available. Channel members only, it was. So it is still up there on the channel for members only if you would like to check that out. We had a good old discussion, the old Panther and I. We went for over an hour discussing things. We went through and analysed the Panthers versus Titans trainer incident, and we looked at it from all perspectives and all angles. Funny story about that one too. Funny story about that. Bruzzy Boy, our channel member, Bruzzy Boy, sort of came into the chat room as we were halfway through our dissection, and we looked at it from all perspectives and all angles, and we were simply raising the question, well, was it on purpose or not? We'd presented the facts that suggested why it might have been on purpose. We were now onto the facts as to why it might not have been on purpose. And he popped in at that exact time, and boy, did he go absolutely bonkers in the chat room. Oh, come on, you can't seriously be believing this. I'm unsubscribing. This channel's gone downhill. And it's like, mate, we're just looking at it from all angles. We're looking at it from both sides. You just because you missed out on the other side of the story. But of course, he didn't unsubscribe or anything. He stayed for the entire stream thereafter and was the number one interaction on that particular stream. But yeah, cheers, Bruzzy Boy. I can't say is that we haven't all been guilty of leaping to conclusions at some point in our lives, right?
Did you look at the was it the fact that it literally happened to the Panthers? That one of the Parramatta trainers post while Nathan Cleary was kicking and he missed and he didn't get a redo. He didn't get a do-over.
No, which there was actually more cause for Nathan Cleary to get a redo because he was already in the process of kicking. Jaden Campbell hadn't even started his kick yet. But anyways,
he didn't notice until the bench was like yelling at him.
But anyway, that's all available. Old Panther and I, we did an hour and 15 minutes last night on that. Player contracts. There's a few player movements happening. And also we did our tips for this weekend as well, if you're interested in checking those out.
Did you tip the Storm or the Broncos tonight?
Storm.
Of course. So you're going to get another one on me tonight unless the Broncos make some miracle comeback, because as hard as it is for me to tip the Storm every week, it's even harder when they're playing against the Broncos.
Yeah, well, I think the Broncos and the Storm are probably going to split their games in the regular season. I think Melbourne, if it all goes the way that I anticipate it to go, Melbourne will be 4 points clear with the minor premiership all sewn up by the time we get to the last round. Therefore, they'll field pretty much a reserve grade team against the Broncos at Suncorp. So the Broncos will win that one. That's the way I'm looking at it. That might all change. I mean, it's only hamstring injuries. I say only hamstring, but we don't know how long that's going to put Mam and Reynolds out. That could change everything. The Broncos might be lucky to hold on to the top 8 if they've lost Ezra Ram. Well, he kind of did, didn't he? Ezra Mam and Reynolds for any length of time.
Stop it. So, well,
Halftime stories, technical difficulties. I haven't done it yet. I was waiting for you to get back.
No, I was just, as I said, I was just having issues. The bunny ears just decided they weren't going to work, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, I can't do this on KO because I'll be like 30 seconds behind.
Oh, yeah, of course. Does anyone remember what bunny ears are?
Yep. And unfortunately, that's what I have to live with at the moment, with the way my setup is, because there is no, I'm not plugged into the TV antenna. Well, I am, but it's not actually plugged into the proper antenna, so it's just a dead plug in the wall. So, yeah.
Mookie says, did anyone do a survey from Sportsbet and get $100 in bonus bets yesterday? No? I didn't know that they were giving $100 in bonus bets.
I want $100. I had to bloody...
I got the email about it, and I went, what's in it for me? They didn't say anything about getting a bonus bet in return. I was like, what's in it for me? I'm not doing your stupid survey. But then, of course, that's the reason for it, isn't it? They won't announce a reward. They'll just reward the people who actually do it out of the generosity of their own hearts. I was like, no, bollocks this. I'm not doing it if there's nothing in it for me.
Yep. Oh, God.
I don't have time to waste. Craig Howarth says, do you remember using a wire coat hanger for an antenna? Yeah, when I was very, very little, we used to have the coat hanger.
Oh, come on, Xavier. Clean your face off at halftime, for God's sake. What is that, a love bite from Munster? Good Lord. Yeah, it's not a good sign, was it?
Referee
poor Reno
blows the whistle for the second half, and Melbourne get us underway. Tony Staggs takes the kickoff and is driven back inside his own 20. 12 points to 2. A very low-scoring game, this one. I was expecting high scoring, of course. I stated that at the top of the stream, and I've loaded up players in my same-game multi. But we've got a very, very low-scoring affair happening here. 12-2, Storm on top going into the second half. Can they keep it going? Carrigan goes out the back for Hunt. Walsh is up in the line again, steps off the right boot, and he's almost up to the halfway line. Interesting to see that Walsh has already sort of been shifted out of that first receiver role, back in his regular position at the back.
So why not?
Fifth and last, and it goes to Ben Hunt. So Walsh has possibly also lost the kicking duties here as coach takes this one on the full. Heads across field. Now he straightens, and why would you straighten into Tony Staggs of all people? I mean, there's worse players to run into, but there's better ones as well. Let's be honest.
Payne
Tackle
Haas
2 here.
Back with his... Yeah. You still see them on cars around, I think, Craig Howarth.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, the old shape the hanger into the Australian map shape. And yeah, whatever you would call it. The shape of Australia. Oh, Pappenhausen staying down here, trying to milk the penalty. He plays it. Fifth and last. Munster in midfield. Sends this one high. Contestable ball. Everyone lets it bounce. It's batted back by the Broncos, and Walsh has it at the back. 20 out. Be interesting to see why Pappenhausen might have been staying down there.
Yeah, he's not a massive Milky Magoo, is he?
Not normally, no. Not normally. Shibasaki carries it outside the 40. Staying down the short side here, the Broncos charging onto it. Tony Staggs having another good game. Carrigan up to the 30. Slow play the ball, this one from Carrigan, fifth and last. Ben Hunt in midfield puts this one high. Now, that's a good kick. This is contestable. Walsh was too interested in trying to milk a penalty there for an escort than contesting for the ball, and it's an easy take at the back for Coates. Not that Walsh was ever going to win the battle in the air against Coates anyway, to be honest. So, fair play. Try and get a penalty. Why not? He was never winning that battle. Munster from dummy half.
Oh, good Lord. Has he got Melbourne Storm underwear on?
We have this discussion every game, don't we? We need close-ups of the underwears to see if they are actually team themed or not. Every single time. We can say for certainty that a lot of the players seem to have team colors on their underwear. So we can only assume.
There was definite purple and lightning bolts.
Yeah, we can assume that they've had custom, especially if teams like Melbourne have got to deal with tradie. I can imagine tradie have done custom Storm underwear.
Yeah, look, it's either that or he's got a massive Storm tramp stamp, which I wouldn't put it past Munster.
Tackle 2 here for the Broncos, 30 out from their own line. Walsh popping up now at dummy half. He's popping up everywhere. Probably should concentrate on his role at fullback. Hetherington up to halfway on play 4.
Mike Wazowski's got those.
Short side for Ben Hunt. Staggs, dummies, takes the line on, fifth and last. If Staggs keeps up this run of form, we'll see him back in the Blues next season. Walters from dummy half. Puts the kick through, deflects off the Storm, not played at. And it meekly goes into touch.
Well, I wouldn't say meekly. He did try to save it.
Who tried to save it? I didn't see anyone there.
The Broncos tried to save it. He came running over. Almost pulled a hammy.
20 metres out for their own line. Melbourne start this set leading 12 points to 2. And it'll be a tough road back for the Broncos here without it. Both halves missing. A very dejected Ezra Mam on the sideline. It's hard to know whether you feel sorry for him or not.
Look, I do, because we had this conversation last week, didn't we?
I don't know. God, I barely remember yesterday. You're asking me about last week. Anderson angles back in field, and he's been dumped here by Haas and Walters. Appealing for a penalty here, the home crowd.
An offload.
Wishart shows it inside, goes out for Munster. Munster plugs it into the corner. It's going to sit up in the end goal, is it? Yes, it is. The big D has to play at it. Tries to keep it in the field of play. And Coates sacks him over the dead ball line.
Oh, shut up, Slater. Beautiful
kick from Munster. Sits it up perfectly in the end goal.
Oh, shut up, Dan.
It was a great kick, and you know it. That's why you're so angry.
I'm not angry.
Ben Hunt now. Will he get the short dropout like Reynolds does? Yeah, oh, yes, he's floated that up nice. He did it better. And this is a result. No, it's not. Walsh watches the ball as Nick Meaney plucks it away and scores. Oh, Reece Walsh, what have you done?
Well, at least he's in my multi.
I thought for sure that was a result for the Broncos. Ben Hunt has just floated this one up nicely. We were wondering if he'd be able to take over the short restart duties as well as Reynolds. Well, he's done it better. Breaks the plane of the 10. Haas bats it back, and Walsh stands there and watches it. Gets an awkward bounce, in fairness. Haas bats it back. In fairness, Walsh does get a bad bounce here. He sort of pivots and tries to get the ball, but it's ripped away by Nick Meaney, one-on-one.
He doesn't have
the try.
Doesn't have the strength to hold on to it. Was it batted back by Payne Haas or
yes, it was
by old mate?
It seemed from the replay I saw, which was probably the same one you saw. Let's have a look at this one. This one might tell us better.
Have they confirmed it yet?
That looks like it's off Haas backwards. Haas knows it too. Look at him. He's got his hands up in the air like, This is a better one. Yeah, batted back 2 hands by Haas. Grant's nowhere near it.
Yeah. Well, he's not nowhere near it, but it was certainly of Haas. And cue my father.
Oh, they're going to have a closer look. Time off at the moment.
Well, look, Nick Meaney's in my multi, so
Yeah, it's going to be a try. From the replays we saw, I know that the bunker has a lot more angles and whatnot. Okay, they're going to have an official look. The bunker has a lot more angles. I guess they're looking at this one here. Is there an initial deflection off Nick Meaney? Yes, there is. It's going to be a knock-on off Reece Walsh either way. But we're looking, has Meaney released this ball? Double knock-on, no try.
wow.
Double knock-on, no try. First one by Walsh. Melbourne will get the ball back. Okay, so I thought I was only looking at the contact from Payne Haas. Harry Grant was nowhere near the ball. They were actually looking at the contact from Nick Meaney.
I wasn't looking at that either. So, well, there goes my cross off my multi.
Yeah, take that one away.
You know, also a little bit happier for the Broncos, but is it just time? Is it just a matter of time?
Yeah, they're barely holding on here, the Broncos.
Seriously, how is Bellamy still alive? How has he not had a stroke in the coach's box?
Because he loves it.
I'm legit asking that. How has he not popped a gasket in the coach's box?
Because he absolutely loves it. That's why. Scrum down here, Melbourne. They go left for Munster. Munster slips and the Broncos swarm him.
Good.
12 meters out, just to the left of post.
Break him in half.
Karma Chameleon in midfield. Takes 4 to bring him down again, the big fella. Lined up to the left. Grant goes short side, though. Crash ball here for Katoa. Ellie Katoa's over the line, but they drive him back into the field of play. Tackle 3, a meter out here. Grant goes into midfield for Wishart, who dummies and steps back in towards the tackled area. Losing some ground, but just setting up the next couple of plays here. 2 tackles left. Grant heads across field. Munster straightens the attack and Storm lose it. Haas gives the ball off for Jordan Ricky. I think it is standing out there, who carries it outside the 20. Has the ball ripped away by Munster 1-on-1. And a penalty will go to the Broncos.
Oh, cry some more, Harry Grant.
Oh, no. He's called a knock-on, I think. I actually don't know what the referee's called here. The players look confused.
Well, that's not
Ricky.
Rugby League players.
Okay, the ball was stripped out towards the Broncos goal line, which constitutes a knock-on. I think the Broncos will get a scrum here. Broncos scrum feed is what I'm guessing.
Craig, we call him Payne in the Haas.
Yeah, we've been calling him that affectionately for years.
We
Not because he's a pain to us, because he's a pain to the opposition. He's a pain in the Haas to defenders. We've even got a Waste of Water Sports song about pain in the Haas. Speak of the devil, here he is charging onto the ball, giving the Broncos some go forward. Walters scoots out a dummy half, gives it to Ben Hunt. Hunt onto Walsh, cut out pass, leaves poor Jaden Hunt out of the line. Down the short side for Ben Hunt to kick it high, backing up, and taking it nicely is Pappenhausen. Good kick chase, though, from the Broncos. There's a wall of Broncos jerseys there to meet Pappenhausen, and he's tackled 15 out from his own line. Storm still up 12 points to 2. 9 minutes gone in the second half. The Broncos have survived the championship minutes. Storm had their chances. Broncos diffused them.
Did they?
They did. Munster, dummies. Gets the offload back for Pappenhausen now from a standing start. Oh, and he's taken on Payne Haas, and he offloads now straight to Billy Walters. Here come the Broncos now. This is a big, big opportunity here. Big moment in the game.
This is a bit of held.
Payne Haas goes into dummy half. And the Broncos, I tell you what, if they can jag back some points here with essentially no halves pairing. I mean, no offense to Ben Hunt. No offense to Ben Hunt, but they've got no halves pairing out there with Reynolds and Mam off the field. This will be huge. Walters goes short side for Hunt. Gives it on to our mate Mike Wazowski. Loses the ball. And it's picked up by Harry Grant, who now loses it.
Bellend!
What's his name again? Jagewski.
I don't care.
Mike Wazowski loses it.
Tackle and stop trying to do the stupid offload. That's what your name is.
They had an opportunity there. Pappenhausen with the gift to Billy Walters. And they've just gifted it straight back here, the Broncos. Mike Wazowski, he just needed to go to ground there, looking to force the pass.
Take the goddamn tackle, you.
Munster feeds the scrum. Or the rugby league, what rugby league call a scrum anyway. Melbourne off the hook, big time.
Oh, God. Honestly, I can't even deal with the fact. Stop trying to do these stupid-ass offloads. Just
Loiero shows it inside to Carmen Chameleon. Takes the line on. Gets in an awkward position there with Ben Hunt. We don't want to see that happen again. It's not that kind of show, this one. Wishart driven back in the tackle. They've lost some meters here, the Storm. It's been big defense from the Broncos. If the Broncos do manage to steal the victory here, it's off the back of their defense. They've been immense tonight, defensively.
They've still got the energy, which is great to see.
Only 23 meters off that set.
Today you lose two playmakers. And we still have Ben Hunt.
Cobbo with the kick return. Broncos will start this set pretty much on their own 40. So they're still winning the territory battle, the Broncos. And their sets of 6 defensively. I would love to check out at the end of the game what the average set distance is. I dare say the Broncos have a huge advantage in that area. But we'll see. We'll suss that out. Somebody remind me to suss that out at the end of the game. I think they've got a huge advantage.
What are we sussing out?
The average set distance. As Shibasaki loses the ball. Oh, they'll captain's challenge this, surely. Captain's challenge this.
Challenge it. Do it.
Well, who's the captain? Carrigan? Carrigan would have taken over, I guess.
Ben Hunt would be
maybe
captain now, wouldn't he?
Oh, I would have given it to Carrigan.
Paddy Carrigan? Paddy Carrigan. Yeah.
I didn't actually hear any official word as to who's taken over the captaincy. But it looks like they're not challenging this. And yeah, probably rightfully so too. Actually, now that I've seen the replay, that would have been a horrendous captain's challenge.
Oh, UFC, no one cares. Talk about the football. Jesus Christ.
Down the shore. Oh no, loose play the ball. And this is a result for the Broncos. Melbourne have no challenges remaining. I thought that was Jerome Hughes for a second.
No, Jerome Hughes is up in the commentary box.
I realised that, but I'm saying he kind of looks similar.
He's talking to a water bottle thinking it's a microphone.
Yeah, I understand that because he's out injured, but it kind of look similar. They could pass as brothers.
A little bit more context.
They could totally pass for brothers, I reckon. Anyway, Melbourne have handed it back here to the Broncos, who attack down the left edge from the scrum. Walsh taken down by Nick Meaney. Put on his back for a slow play the ball. 35 out from the line. Staggs fills in at dummy half, and here's Shibasaki. Carries it forward a few more meters. Broncos, 30 out from the line. Carrigan, inside ball. And that is old mate Tolty. 6 more for the Broncos. Walters sends it right. Hunt onto Walsh. Walsh holds the pass up nicely for Ricky. Ricky's tackled just a couple of meters short. Walsh in a dummy half. Looks for options. Gives it off to Ben Hunt. The inside ball is the go-to. Loose carry there from the Broncos. Doing well to hold on to it. A meter out from the line. Tackle 2. Carrigan at first receiver. On to Hunt. who dummies inside, now steps back in field himself. And Tolty bumps off Munster, who comes back at him. 15 out from the line in midfield. Tackle 3. Carrigan angling back in towards the posts. Has the legs chopped out from under him. Still here for the Broncos, though. Tolty, a metre out. Oh, he's a big boy, Ben Tolty. Fifth and last. Carrigan onto Hunt. Hunt out the back for Walsh. Grubbers in behind the line. Coates reads it well. Coates doesn't even try to get back into the field of play. Surrenders over the dead ball line for a goal line dropout. Nice little touch there from Reece Walsh.
That's what you need to do, Reece. That's what you need to do. Just stop trying to be like, just stop trying to be the hero and just play your game. That's what we need you to do. Madge is blocked.
Oh, that's our first shot of Madge all night, isn't it?
Trent Barrett sitting next to him, looking rather chill.
Pappenhausen goes short with the dropout. It doesn't break the plane. It doesn't break the plane anyway, so it'll be a penalty to the Broncos.
Hawks 69, Magpies 25. You know what? In my multi, I'm pretty sure I've got Collingwood to win 13 plus, so yay.
Walters has it 10 metres down here in midfield. They tap and go. Tolty puts the head down. I got to say, I didn't know who this bloke was. Ben Tolty. He still doesn't have a photo on the NRL website, but boy, he looks the goods. Ben Tolty. Loose pass goes out the back to Walsh. No, it wasn't. He played the ball. Dags held up, 15 out. Broncos go short side for Walsh. Cut out pass. Shibasaki. And it's called forward again. Oh, they're all over Reece Walsh tonight with these forward passes.
Reece Walsh, learn how to pass a goddamn football.
He normally gets away with them, but they are pinging him tonight.
Honestly. Oh, shut up, Slater. Shut up, Slater.
Oh. It almost went the 10 metres there.
Bitching and about a call that's gone against.
Oh, God, yeah. That was only about 5 metres forward, that pass.
Come on, Walshy. What are you
I thought he had
doing?
braces for a moment there, Reece Walsh. Just his mouth guard.
Yeah, he's got something written across it. Must be for the Indigenous round. I think he's got something written across it every week, actually. But
probably so, yeah.
Little, like braces.
Well, he normally writes on his tape.
Yeah, a lot of players do that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Look at this defense from the Broncos. A standing start from Utikimanu. It's play 3. They're still inside their own 20. This is better. Wishart gets on the outside, but jamming in there is Mike Wazowski to shut that play down. Tackle 4. Storm on their own 40. Through the hands now into midfield. Trying to duck under the defense. 5th and last. Munster needs a big kick here. Another 20-meter gain. Another sub 30-meter set from the Storm. It's been huge defense from the Broncos. Don't think for 1 second, people, that this game's over yet. The Broncos are defending for their very lives.
I mean, they are down by 10 points, but yeah.
So JC Smoke, yep. Go.
Billy Walters?
No, Walters has come in to play hooker. Ben Hunt has shifted out into the halves. Jaden Hunt came onto the field. I don't know where he has filled in, but Walsh is definitely doing a lot from first receiver. And here's Ricky down the right edge, close to the sideline, has to surrender, 5th and last. Walsh again at first receiver, steps off the left, gets away from the tackle. Now he gets the grubber kick in straight to the hands of Trent Loiero. And Pappenhausen taken 5 meters out, controlling the territory here, the Broncos.
I mean,
20 meters out from their own line. Play 2. Storm look absolutely gassed here. They're all bunched up. Anderson, who's been very quiet tonight. Anderson's carpets. Nice close-up of Walsh's crotch for some reason.
no, I think they were looking at the knee.
Now, the referee blew the whistle.
6 again.
And now he's explaining we had a 6 again for the Storm. Oh, 6 more tackles for the Storm. Okay. Because it's just outside the 40. A step outside the 40 means it's a 6 again, not a penalty. Referee got that one wrong. Blew the whistle for the penalty. Should have been a 6 again because of the field position. And he just corrected himself there.
Harry
Corrected
Grant's
his mistake.
upset, but that's okay because it's
Munster.
Harry Grant.
To Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen takes the line on, has his pants pulled halfway down. Well, he doesn't have Melbourne underwear.
Well,
Munster.
because he's smart. He's got
Loiero. Loiero gets the bumpers up here against Carrigan. Carrigan holds on. 35 out here, the Storm. Well, they've ended up playing it on the 30. Cheeky there, Trent Loiero. Cut out pass here for Katoa. Through the hands. Meany. Shibasaki slips and it opens up half a gap. Anderson steps back in field now. Shibasaki got back up and recovered nicely to make the tackle. 10 out from the line here, Melbourne. 2 tackles left. Pezzett dummies the kick, but they go through the hands now. 3 on 2. Pappenhausen onto Chan. Jamming in to make the tackle, the big D. And shuts that play down. 5th and last. Munster chips it down the short side. Coates in the air. Wins the battle, but loses the ball. And we've got a penalty here. Penalty to Melbourne.
Of course it's a penalty to Melbourne. Because you can't be contesting the ball to try and stop a try. No. That's not allowed at all.
Munster chips this one. And, oh, yes, it's a clear escort. It's Mike Wazowski again. Oh, he's having a shocker tonight. Wazowski with the escort.
Tweet.
He is having a shocker tonight. We still don't know his name properly. Mike Wazowski.
What's his first name? Jake? No, it's
Jack
or something.
Yeah, Jack Jagewski or something like that.
Jake, yeah, exactly, Jonathan. Unless he vomits and chokes him.
Wishart, inside ball to Loiero. Loiero tackle 10 metres out from the line. Slow play the ball, this one for the Storm. Wishart's the decoy. They go short side for Lasati. Taken down 5 metres out. Back into midfield. Munster takes the line on from a standing start. Bends off somebody there. Some poor fella got absolutely folded by Munster. Grant scoops it up. Cut out pass for Coates. Xavier Coates is in the corner.
Is he?
I didn't have him in the multi. I had the other edge in the multi. Xavier Coates scores. Storm up 16-2.
Yuck. He's in my multi, but it doesn't mean much right now anyway.
Down the short side, they had a 3-on-1 there. Big D had no alternative but to jam in, and that opened it up. Harry Grant onto the chest of Coates, and Coates, what a finish if he has indeed got it down. I'm sure we'll see another replay on the other side of this break, but he did an extremely good job.
And you know it. It's funny that they don't call a forward pass for Munster there, but you know, and what's his name, Harry Grant there, but you know, it's all good. All good. Coates is in my multi, so I'm probably won some of my money back, maybe.
16 points to 2. The kick to come from the sideline. Jace, ahoy, mate.
Jason, welcome.
How's your wrestling watch along going?
Oh, that wasn't forward at all.
It certainly wasn't. Beautiful pass there from Harry Grant. Right on the money.
Absolutely beautiful.
Xavier Coates plants it down. Somebody's filming in the background there.
Why?
Rather than just, you know, living in the moment and watching it.
Smirking there because Melbourne are in front. What a tosser. Let's toss him out.
Nick Meany from bang on the sideline. It is the favoured side for a right-footed kicker. He'll look to fade this one back. Here it comes. Doesn't come in enough. And he's pushed it away past the far upright. 16 points to 2. It remains. Judah Shivian. Ahoy, mate.
Ahoy. Hey, Jace, do you want to come and watch the Cats Bombers game with me tomorrow night? Go on, do it. I dare you.
Well, Jace did actually say to me, I'm gonna put it out there. Since you've already told me, Jace, I'm gonna put it out there. He did say that if I wanted him, he'd be interested in covering some AFL on the channel. So there you go.
Look, I need someone to cover it with me because I don't know the rules, and Jace would be absolutely perfect. We wouldn't be able to cover a Cats Bombers game because the Bombers are Jason's team and they're having a shocking season. And they have there's this video going around.
I'm a Shark supporter and I still do this.
Yeah, I know. At least the Sharkies are in the top 8. Scott Mitchell's happy. He's got someone to, support instead of Carlton. But sorry, Jace, to bring him up.
Penalty now to Melbourne. Broncos offside. And this is a nice little piggyback upfield. Straight after points, they can go straight back into the Broncos half and put some more pressure on.
Self-destruct from here. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. The Broncos self-destruct.
Well, it kind of is the idea to call the game, but so we probably should be watching it.
Well, we're gonna watch the Broncos self-destruct.
Katoa plays it 30 meters out, has it in midfield, drops it on the inside. Melbourne looking to put this game to bed, you would think, with 15 and a half to play. Set restart. Oh, they're hot on the attack now. The foot's on the throat from the Storm, 20 meters out from the line. Lasati gets up and plays it. Back into midfield. Right? Munster to Pezzett. Pezzett goes out the back for Katoa. Quick hands here for Anderson. Anderson heads towards the sideline, but he runs out of space. Has to surrender in the tackle. Still plenty of time left in this set. Munster stands in the 3-man tackle.
Luke.
He'll play it 10 meters out.
Are you talking about the pass from Harry Grant for the try? Because
Loiero on to Pappenhausen. Cut out pass here for Chan. Chan straightens the attack. Well defended there by Mike Wazowski. Pappenhausen scoots down the short side. He's been taken high here, Pappy. Driven back into the field of play. Set restart for Melbourne.
He slips into every tackle he goes into.
Half a metre out. Back to the open side. Risky pass there for Grant. Walsh races up off the line. And now he has to race back into position at fullback. 10 metres out. Grant stays down the short side. Pezzett with the inside ball for Katoa. Katoa, the ball is wrapped up well by Staggs. And they put him on his back for a slow play. The ball 5 out from the line, play 2. Pezzett on to Loiero. Through the hands now. Oh, it's been dropped by Munster. Dropped cold.
Oh, what a
The
shame.
Broncos defense commended once again, putting pressure on. I still don't know. I'm hearing other people say it, and I still don't know how to say it myself. Jagewski.
Gajewski was offside. That's why there was 6 again. He's having an absolute shocker. He needs to just stop.
A night to forget indeed for Mike Wazowski. Scrum down here, Broncos. 15 out from their own line. Shibasaki, who's been kept very quiet.
Yeah, well, I've got him in my multi, of course.
Yeah, well, he's in mine too, with another player who's been kept quiet tonight, Eli Katoa.
He's also in my multi, along with Nick Meaney and that other guy, Xavier.
Haas shuffles this one on for Hunt. Hunt is wrapped up, gets the ball away now for Walsh. It's helter-skelter stuff now for the Broncos. Ricky steps off the right, beats the first tackle, and carries it up over halfway. Harry Grant, oh, he almost did the splits there as he tried to get up. Walsh at first receiver again to Haas. Haas looks to offload. Gets it back to Walsh. Walsh taken down. They lost 5 meters on that offload. Fifth and last.
If you're only joining us now, Odd Poppet, then you're only copying this particular little bit of the
Hunt puts this kick up. Walsh chases through. Bats it back. Staggs in a little bit of a gap. Steps back in field. Throws the no-look pass out for Payne and the Haas. Haas gets the offload back, and the Storm have it through Eli Katoa.
I thought the ref was waving his arm for 6 again. And I was like, come on, lads, 6 again, let's go. But they just kept playing like it was, yes, the last, apparently.
It was still the last, yes.
Yeah. Odd Poppet, the Storm have been making some uncharacteristic, am I saying that right?
Yes, uncharacteristic errors. Like Munster dropping the ball cold we just saw in that last set.
Sorry, I'm now a couple of martinis deep. So
Josh King up over halfway. Takes tackle 4 here for the Storm. Looking well in control of this game. Grant goes from dummy half. Passes out to Munster. Sticking on the left they go. Chan with the double pump for Coates. Grubbers in behind the line. It sits up nicely for Walsh at the back. Walsh has his head taken off, and that'll be a penalty to the Broncos.
Send him off. Send him off, the douche.
He was slipping, but penalty nonetheless. Emmanuel Vincent. Thank you very much. What do you call that? Renewing channel membership for the third month.
Yay! Oh, righto. Just boo your player because he took out the biggest player. The biggest player on the field took out the smallest player.
Cheers, Manuel. Broncos back in possession here. 11 minutes to go. They pretty much need to score a try, I reckon, in the next few minutes to give themselves a chance of still being in the contest, trailing by 14. Shibasaki plays it up over halfway. Carrigan in midfield. Offloads to Haas. Haas gets the flick pass back for Walters. Walters to Walsh. Walsh, you've got a 3-on-2 out to the right, you goof. And he's tackled on the 40-metre line. Walsh doesn't have the vision. He doesn't have the vision. Reynolds would have iced that moment. 3-on-2 out to the right. Walsh hesitated, and it closed up. Fifth and last, Hunt keeps the ball through the hands. Wazowski, it's the last. Hunt on the wraparound, and they get themselves all confused. They're the Broncos. And Munster's down in back play.
Oh, what a shame.
Munster down in back play. I think he's copped an elbow to the throat.
He's fine.
Oh, yes, look at that forearm. It is. Mike Wazowski continues his poor night, gets the bumpers up and gets them up too high, straight into the throat of Munster. And that is a penalty every day of the week.
Don't play a contact sport if you can't handle it, Munster. Because he's absolutely fine now, isn't he? Milkmaid.
Is that Richard Trainer with another new name? Ricky Hanna, Trainer. Those 3 Melbourne try scorers. That's not 90% moneymaker.
Manuel Vincent, no dramas at all. Thank you for resubscribing. We absolutely appreciate it. And you? It is fabulous.
40 metres out from the line here. The Storm with 9.5 to play. Pezzett steps off the left, goes back in field for Munster. Munster puts the fend on, and poor Jaden Hunt there went retreating backwards.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Pezzett out the back to Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen with the cutout pass to nobody, and it goes into touch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, Munster's, honestly. Anyway.
9 minutes left to play, 16 points to 2. And the Broncos have it on their own 20. Cobbo playing in the forwards now, corner the Cobbo. Looking very trim, looking very fast. Still can't believe that effort in the first half. Walsh kicks on tackle 2. Looking for a 40-20, but he's nowhere near it. Pappenhausen lets it sit up in the end goal. A kick on tackle 2. Well, at least he found the grass. Pappenhausen tackled 15 out, bent backwards there. His legs in an awkward position.
Yeah, it still wasn't a crusher.
Anderson carries it out to the 20. A kick on play 2 there from Walsh. Well, I mean, they've got to start trying things, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Yeah, 16-2 down.
8 minutes to go. You're down by, 14 points.
A 40-20 might have been huge, but, I mean, he was nowhere near it.
No, but you know what? Give him the practice. Under pressure, why not? Let's do it.
Versati carries it up towards halfway, 5th and last. 32 metres off that set. Better from the Storm. Pezzett puts this one high. It's not going to be contestable. Walsh comes forward, takes it well. Munster makes the tackle there with Josh King. 7.5 left. Broncos, they're up against it well and truly when they lost Reynolds and Mam in the same play. I mean, losing one half is bad enough, but to lose both of them in the same sequence of play, forget about it. Nobody's winning after that.
Yeah, no, that was demoralizing and awful.
Yep.
Like, it was just the whole team. You could just see their shoulders drop after that. It was not great. Like, Cobbo, huge effort to stop Xavier Coates from scoring.
Hunt with the cutout pass to Shibasaki. Quick hands to Cobbo. Cobbo's in space. Taken down by Nick Meaney, 30 metres out. Fifth and last. Back into midfield for Walters. Walters to Hunt. Ben Hunt bends away from a Tikumanu. Gets through Munster. That's one of the worst passes you'll ever see in your life by Ben Hunt, who just literally tossed it up in the air and hoped. And that'll be a handover Melbourne ball.
That was a basketball pass.
No, it's not looking good, Emmanuel. Not looking good.
The
same game multi.
The hell was that in the Broncos box? I know it was obviously old mate, but yeah. No, it definitely doesn't look good. I'd pop it. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
It happens. Look, I tipped the Broncos because, I went with my heart instead of my head over this one. I knew that Dan would probably get a tip up to catch me again on the ladder. But you know what? I just can't bring myself to tip him against my team. Oh,
penalty now to Melbourne on halfway. An illegal strip is the call.
It's an illegal strip.
Billy Walters shaking his head in frustration. But, yeah, there's 3 in the tackle. Oh, they did drop off, though. They did drop off.
Challenge it. We've still got a captain's challenge. Why didn't you challenge it, you?
35 out now from the line. Melbourne go back on the attack. Oh, my God. 12 errors apiece.
12 errors apiece. That's awful.
Neither side will be happy with that. Grant back in field for Peasant. Utikimanu bumps off one. Gets the offload back for Harry Grant. Munster now shifts it to the left. Pappenhausen's up in the line. Cut out pass for Wishart. Steps off the left boot. Half a gap opens up. He's 10 out from the line. Flicks it back for Pappy. Pappenhausen taken down a metre out. Just in from that left touch line. A metre out.
Mike Wazowski did something right.
Grant at first receiver onto Munster in midfield. Munster steps away from Carrigan, but he's brought down by Talty, who's very impressive. Grant from dummy half spins out of the tackle. Walsh holds him up with Carrigan. A metre out right in midfield here. 2 tackles left. Slow play the ball. Munster fires the cutout pass left for Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen dummies and holding onto the collar for dear life there, Jordan Ricky. Brings him down on the 5th and last. Grant to Munster, switches direction, kicking for Coates. Coates flies through, takes the ball. Coates reaches out and scores it. Has his arm hit the ground, though. It's going up as a try. They'll take a look as to whether he was held and the arm hit the ground. But at the moment, it's another try for Xavier Coates. Bring on the replays.
Yeah, bring him on. I'd pop it. I know your team has been absolutely decimated by injuries, though. I mean, it's really hard to get excited when your team is. He manages to keep his hand up above the ground and then puts it over. I really hate Xavier Coates. He really shits me. I know he left the Broncos, but he's just all ego and it pisses me off. But anyway. Game ML, your team has won. Good night. I hope I wasn't too terrible.
Catch you later, Game ML. Thanks for being with us once again.
Is that really so bad, Jonathan?
I don't know how you can leave when your team's winning so comprehensively.
Yeah, Bella's quite happy to leave. She's, she's aware. She knows.
Oh, jeez.
Does that hit the ground?
That was so close to hitting the ground. This is what I was talking about.
They gotta have a look.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. They need to have a look. Did the arm carrying the ball hit the ground. Because it will be a double movement.
Tonight, I'll be rather happy with that. Not gonna
I've
lie.
got to say yes. Well, Wazzy also played at in the air. Mid-air tackle. It'll be a penalty to Melbourne if the try's not awarded. The ball and the arm does hit the ground. It's going to be no try, but it will be penalty to Melbourne. So they will get the ball back.
Craig Howarth in the chat room, you're a South supporter. So is Odd Poppet over in the UK. He's also a South supporter. Very, very painful season.
Oh, wait just a second. A penalty try is going to be awarded.
What?
A penalty try. The mid-air tack. Wow. There'll be some talk around this. Penalty, yes, 100%. Penalty try. Wow. A penalty try has been awarded here to Xavier Coates and the Melbourne Storm. A kick from right in front will make it 22 points to 2.
Yeah, wow.
It was a clear mid-air tackle. Plain as day, mid-air tackle right here from the Big D. But wow, penalty try. Considering that Xavier Coates still caught the ball and reached out and planted it over the try line, his ball carrying arm did hit the ground.
Yeah,
unbelievable. Wow.
Try, Jason Dunn. Penalty tries, they do happen. I don't think that was a penalty try because
No. Penalty, 100%. Penalty try, wow. Yeah, I'm not so sure about penalty try.
It's not super common, Jason, but it does happen. I reckon we get a few a year. But that was not a penalty try. And I'm not saying that as a staunch hater of Melbourne because, wow.
Well, I said it too. It was definitely a penalty, but penalty try, don't think so. Definitely a penalty, though. Broncos go short with the restart, and they claim the ball. Cobbo's away now. Gets away from Munster in midfield, and he's taken down 20 out from the line. Oh, Cobbo's done his hamstring. Cobbo's done a hammy. What is going on with the Broncos training sessions? Because 3 hammies in the one game, 2 in the one sequence of play.
God.
Cobbo's down. He can't stand. Cobbo's done a hamstring. 3 in the one night. Haas is tackled now. 10 out from the line. Just to the left of post. Poor Cobbo's down. Crawling in back play. Hunt. Dummies the pass. Holds it up nicely for the Big D. Mariner dives for the corner. And the Big D scores. And poor Cobbo is being helped off the field by 2 trainers. He's done his hamstring or something. 3 hammies in the one night from the Broncos. Reynolds, Mam, and now Cobbo. And with 2.5 minutes to play, the Big D has scored in the corner. Stepping off the right, and that's where it goes. He sort of hyperextends it, and that's where the hammy goes.
It's not great. Like, there really needs to be something happening. Like, they were going to do an investigation into Souths because of the training and why there's so many injuries. But 3 hamstrings.
Oh, wait a minute. Here comes the bunker, the TMO.
Oh, God. Can we just end this game?
The Big D dives for the corner, and his foot is up. His foot's up. His left foot's in touch. Going to be no try. His hand's in touch as well. No try.
His foot is in touch from that angle.
No try. 22 points to 6. Goes back to 22-2. No try. Sorry for people who had the Big D in the multi.
If his foot is on the ground or in the air from that angle, that was bullshit.
Well, he put his arm out anyway, so take your pick.
Crap, you can't see anything. Give him the.
Well, he put his arm out anyway before he grounded it, so take your pick. Pick which one you want. I don't care. Foot or arm, who gives a bollocks? He was out. Take your pick at which one you want. There was no try.
Oh, Cobbo.
Melbourne told to go back to the mark here and play it. Josh King carries it out to the 30.
Yeah, exactly, Odd Popper. Let them have the consolation try. You can't tell properly that he was out. I mean, you
He
can
had
give a penalty try for something
his elbow
unbelievable.
was 5 meters over the sideline. What are you on about?
You can't
Wishart
tell.
steps
You can
back in
see the
field, takes the tackle. That's the
guy.
fourth. Wishart will play it now. Grant goes down the short side for Pezzett. Out the back for Pappenhausen. Quick hands here as Meany runs out of space, has to step back in field. Oh, there's big Will Warbrick and young Keanu
Looks
up in
like
the
a
stands. Kick through now for Anderson to chase. Anderson scoops it up and loses the ball. Oh, Anderson had the line wide open and he's dropped it cold. Did you say the spell, Michelle?
No, stuff him. He can lose it on his own. He doesn't need any help.
Oh, he's dropped it cold. Unbelievable. That would have been another tick off the multi for what it's worth with like 1 minute left to play. But geez, Anderson, he's having a laugh about it, but I think that might be a nervous laugh because he's going to cop an absolute pile-on from Bellamy. Oh, wait a minute. Update. Cobbo confirmed hamstring. Oh, boy. 3 hamstrings in the one night.
Game. That's awful.
3 in the one night. That is unbelievable.
That's oh.
3 hammies in the one night.
Broncos next month, Robert M. Also, ahoy, and I'm aware that he's coming to the Broncos. I'm not entirely sure I'm impressed with it after that effort.
Oh, loose offload there, and Mariner, the big D, loses it. A knock on.
To go, just end it for God's sake.
DJ Shaq, ahoy, mate. I don't think either side wants to pack this scrum, and the referee blows the whistle for full time. 22 points to 2.
Don't. What is Xavier?
Oh, nice. DJ Shaq out of karaoke. How good's karaoke, by the way? Was it a, like, did you and your mates have like a private karaoke room, or did you go to the pub and like perform publicly in front of everybody? How good's karaoke?
What on earth are you talking about?
I'm talking to DJ Shaq in the chat room.
Oh. You were out of
nice.
karaoke. DJ Shaq, that's just a note. Next time you go to karaoke, invite Dan. He likes his karaoke.
Hell yeah. I'm a big karaoke man. I love it. I mean, I'm terrible, but I love it.
Is anyone actually ever good at karaoke? I'll shut up, Xavier. All right, where's my remote? I need to turn this off. Oh, God, my back.
There's such a weird sort of atmosphere over this game.
Look happy.
An odd atmosphere around this game because Melbourne were not good tonight. Still, we haven't seen the best out of Melbourne Storm so far this season. They might be at the top of the table, but we have not seen Melbourne Storm completely fiery. Now, they've got some players out as well, of course, but not to the extent of the Broncos. 3 hamstrings in the one game, 2 in the same play. I can't believe it. They should have a conversation, absolutely, with Wayne Bennett.
Well, that's the last time I bet on Collingwood to win a game.
Melbourne go to the top of the table, albeit temporarily. For those who joined the Old Panther and I last night, I did share a nice little conspiracy theory on the top 4 at the moment, which was a little bit of fun. So if you are a channel member, that is accessible from the homepage, the Waste of Water Sports homepage on YouTube. Click on members only videos. It's the last one there. We did about an hour and 15 minutes on a whole bunch of subjects, the Old Panther and I. So yeah, channel members, that one's there at the moment just for you guys. We'll be chopping it up and editing it down and releasing it to the public anyway in bits and pieces. But yes, if you'd like to see the whole uncut conversation, which also included my top 4 theory, conspiracy theory, that's there on the channel for channel members only. The Old Panther and I are discussing all types of topics. And we've got coming up, of course, this Monday, our Not Another Bloody Wrestling podcast continues. We do that fortnightly at this stage. And we're working towards some things moving forward on the channel. Maybe not necessarily this season for the rugby league anyway, but we are looking at doing more daily updates, even if they are just like small 5-10 minute videos. We are sort of looking to get more content out there on some stuff from some behind the scenes stuff for various things. So yes, indeed. Oh, I forgot to ask Michelle about that too. Robert M. Oh, she's still there. She just switched her camera off. Yeah, I just wondered, did you want to, do you have any, and would you like to share any memories of Sam Backo?
Who?
Okay. Rugby league legend Sam Backo passed away.
The guy that passed away up north from the infection from the
Yeah.
Yeah, no memories. Rest in peace. Rest in power, mate.
Fair enough. And of course, we also lost Danny Peacock, former Gold Coast Seagull.
I remember that name.
Yeah, former. I think he played for the Western Suburbs Magpies as well before that, and ended up in the English Super League. We discussed him on the show last night as well. So,
Odd
Poppet, catch you later, mate. Enjoy Stargate. Enjoy your Stargate. Wow, the big talking point, though, out of this one will be, bloody Broncos. 3 hamstrings in the one game.
3 hamstrings in one game.
Yeah, 2 in the same sequence of play.
What is that nonsense? No one should chase anyone.
Just give up. Yeah, no chases. DJ Shack. So what happened was Xavier Coates took an intercept. All the Broncos, as you do, they turned to chase. Adam Reynolds got to the halfway line in the chase and was almost on Xavier Coates, and he pulled up with a hammy. In back play, Ezra Mann was rolling around on the ground. Transpired as play went on, he did a hammy as well. And then late in the game, we saw Selwyn Cobbo, who made the try-saving tackle ultimately on Coates in that same sequence of play. Right towards the end there, we saw him rolling around in back play, and it transpires he did a hammy as well. So the Broncos lost their 2 halves in the same sequence of play, and then they lost Cobbo at the very end of the contest as well. 3 hamstrings in one night, 2 in the same sequence of play. Bloody unheard of.
It was awful. It was not good at all.
Bloody unheard of is what it is. How long do you reckon Renault will be out for? Looking at the injury, I've got no idea, Robert M. I'm sorry, I can't even begin. It's not like an MCL or ACL where we can sort of have an educated guess. A hammy sort of depends on severity and where the snap is and all kinds of things, doesn't it?
No, it's not. Yeah, I mean, Renault's older, so potentially a little bit longer for Renault than Mam and Cobbo.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. Emmanuel Vincent, good night. Good night. 4 months for a hammy. Jason, what crap are you on? Maybe for a Collingwood player or a Bombers player. No. No, it's not good. It's yeah. Oh, and he shanked it. What a shame.
No, not good at all. And speaking of not good, only 1 tick off the multi tonight.
Yep.
It was an odd game, though. Like, neither coach, obviously, Madge. Well, I think the Broncos can take away some positives from that game. They can. Their defense was solid. Their defense was really, really good tonight. So Madge can take that away. Defensively, the Broncos did absolutely everything they possibly could, given the situation they were in. Oh, that reminds me. I want to have a look at the average set distance because the Broncos were just all over the Storm defensively. I want to see just what the average set distance was. I reckon the Broncos are way on top. I'd be surprised if they're not way on top in that. Oh, wow. Broncos' completion rate was only 65% by the end. Too many mistakes. Once they started that second half, though, they had no choice as time was running out to start throwing the ball around even more. The errors pile up. I think that's a little bit of a, what's the word? A little bit of a skewed metric, that one.
But the Storm had enough errors as well. I mean, what was it, 12 all with like 10 minutes to go or something? The Storm.
Yeah, 73%
Yeah,
completion rate, though, so they were on top there. Average set distance. Where are we? Got to scroll down for this one.
I've changed codes now, and for anyone who
I can hear, yeah.
Oh, can you?
No, I can hear your comments towards that game.
Oh.
Make no sense in rugby league terms.
Oh, I was just going to say,
Yeah.
like, the Hawthorn are up 15-6-96 over Collingwood 5-9-39. So last time I put money on Collingwood to win because...
Oi, Michelle, how about this one? Darren Jackson says number 11 for the Broncos, which is our mate Mike Wazowski. Do everyone a favour and take up knitting, he says.
He had a shocker. He had a shocker. Look, he's generally a fairly solid player, but tonight, and it's that thing where you make a dumb mistake and you try to overcompensate for it, and then you just keep making dumb mistakes. So yeah, it wasn't great.
Oh no, he had a night to forget.
Hawthorn kicked another one to bring up the Hungy. So
he had a big night to forget, old mate.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring up the.
Definitely a night to forget.
I'll bring up his player stats. Let's see. Let's actually have a look, and maybe we can find positives here for him as we go to the player stats. For the Broncos, Mike Wazowski, his name, of course, Jack Jagewski. I don't know what his name is. Well, he played the full 80 minutes. He played the full 80 minutes. Let's see. What are some of his stats here? I've got to scroll across. Okay, so he had 13 runs for 80 meters. Post-contact meters, 26, which is very, very... Okay, so Payne Haas, for example, got 42 post-contact meters. Jordan Ricky, 73. So 26. It's the lowest of the Broncos forwards, lowest return in post-contact meters. So he wasn't necessarily bending the line. He did get a tackle break, though, in fairness. Pat Carrigan didn't get any.
Pat Carrigan was very quiet tonight.
4.02 seconds play the ball speed. Only Reece Walsh was slower at getting up to play the ball tonight for the Broncos.
How slow is the average play the ball for the Melbourne Storm? I'd like to know that. They bitch and whinge so much. Probably about 10 seconds.
Average play the ball speed. Storm were 3.52 seconds. Broncos were 3.7.
All that hot air.
But errors is the one I want to look at. Errors. Scroll across. Errors. Okay. Well, they've only got him listed as 2 errors. What I want to know is...
He made more than that.
Yeah, well, okay, here we go. Penalties. I reckons he only gave away 2 penalties as well. I feel like he was way worse than what those stats are suggesting.
Those penalties, no.
I feel like he was noticeably worse than what those stats just suggested.
100%. I mean, yeah, no, that's just... I don't know.
Well, 22 points to 2. Melbourne have got the victory over the Broncos here and move temporarily, at least, to the top of the table. Will they stay there? Well, we've got games coming up this weekend which will ultimately decide that. Canberra, of course. Canberra have fate in their own hands, but they're taking on Manly.
Well, Manly, it's do or die. If they don't win, they're out. They're done.
Yep. It'll be desperation stations.
You've got teams like Manly who need to win to be in the 8. Manly and the Roosters. But then you got teams like the Dragons who probably won't make the 8, but if they win, they can stuff up someone else's chances.
Absolutely, they can.
Dragons,
Absolutely.
they can still make the 8. No.
Oh, geez, it'll be tough. I reckon that eighth spot will be Dolphins, Roosters, or Manly. I would say. I don't think there's going to be too much change to the other 7 positions. I think we can pretty safely say that I think I calculated at the start of the year that you would need 32 competition points to be safe in the top 8. Safely in the top 8. So Raiders, Storm, Bulldogs, they can lose every single game now for the rest of the year and still be in the 8. They won't want to, obviously, but yeah, Raiders, Storm, Bulldogs are securely in. Warriors are right on the brink. They only need to eke out 1 or 2 more victories, and they'll be safely through. But so I think the top 4 guaranteed to be in there somewhere. Panthers are finishing strong. Broncos, Sharks, Dolphins, Roosters, Manly. I mean, mathematically, the Dragons are still a chance, but destiny is not exactly in their own hands. They would need some results to start going their way and keep winning themselves, of course. It's not impossible. It's highly improbable. And like I said, I've said a couple of weeks ago in the streams, like once you start getting to the point where you're talking mathematically, it doesn't very often work out for you, does it? So once you start having those conversations about mathematically possible, your season's pretty much written off.
Mookie says when Mam and Reynolds went off, we should have lost by 40 to 50 plus, but we did pretty good tonight. The defense was immense.
I disagree with the first half of that. I disagree with the first part of that. Just because you lose players doesn't mean it disrupts your attack, of course, but it doesn't automatically mean that your defense suddenly goes out the window. So I disagree that they should have lost by 40 or 50 just because Reynolds and Mam get hidden a lot in defense anyway. So I don't think that really made a big difference.
Oh, I know, Mookie. I'm aware. I'm only allowed to do 2 Melbourne Storm games a year, and that's when we play the Broncos, when they play the Broncos. And apparently that's happening within a few weeks of each other.
It is the final round. And the Broncos will win that one because Melbourne will be resting half their squad with the minor premiership already wrapped up.
Do you want to know what's funny about the fact that this scarf looks like a Gryffindor Harry Potter scarf?
Sure.
In the AFL, there's a whole bunch of people that dress up as like Harry Potter fans for the Hawthorn Hawks. And I don't know why, it's for one of the players, Jack Ginnivan or something like that. He's called the Wizard. And yeah, they just had a whole bunch of them on TV.
Yeah.
Because
fair enough.
There's no way in hell I was watching the after game of that. So I flicked straight over to the AFL.
From certain angles, it does look like a Hawthorn Hawks scarf.
Storm games.
Certain angles, it does.
Huh?
I said from certain angles, it does look like a Hawthorn Hawks scarf.
Well, that too, but I mean, I'm just talking about, like, they talk about Jack Ginnivan, the Wizard, apparently. And, yeah, they all had all these people on the sideline there in wizard hats. Apologies for the yawn. DJ Shack, why was I suspended from covering Storm games? Because
go back, scroll back to about 15 minutes into the second half when it was pretty clear that Melbourne were going to win, and you find your answer.
Yeah, it wasn't that clear. But my hatred for the Melbourne Storm is almost as deep seated as my hatred for for Queensland. But Dan can't ban me from Origin games because we both go to the same team. But I honestly, I think it might have been a self-ban on Storm games because it just gets me too angry. I just get real angry.
Yeah, and when she gets angry, like Like the well, okay. The the big D, the big D try the big D no try, for example. It's like when it's against the Storm, like Michelle just throws all logic out the window and it's just like, no, screw these guys. And I'm trying to call the game still. I'm still trying to call the game, but she's on a rant in the background about Storm, screw these guys and up these guys and rugby league heartland, blah, 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 blah. And you can't call the game, which is ultimately what we need to do here. And and you can't, I can't, as the lead commentator, as the play-by-play man, can't give Melbourne any credit, or it's like, it was not. He sucks. It's like, you've got to give credit where credit is due. Even I put my dislike of Reece Walsh aside and give him credit when he does something good, you know?
No. I can't do it.
Yeah, can't be done. And it's very hard to call a game when there's in the background just rugby league heartland up yours, blah blah blah.
Yeah, but I've never in my life used the term rugby league heartland. You can shove that one up your keister because that is never something I've ever said in my life.
Well,
But
you're safe because I'm not going to go through all the Melbourne Storm games minute by minute, second by. Maybe I could hire Jace. Maybe I could hire you to run through and find it for me, because there are multiple instances of you hating on the Melbourne Storm because apparently they claimed that they claimed to be the heart of rugby league.
No. They didn't claim they were the heartland. They claimed they were the rugby league capital of the world.
Rugby league cap. My apologies. Yes.
Their first premiership. And
My
I was like,
apologies.
that's
Rugby league
the most
capital.
conceited and vain thing I've ever heard in my life. Instant hatred. You are not the rugby league capital of the world because you win one premiership.
Okay, this one's my fault.
Poses, and now
I've got to own this one. This one's my fault for bringing it up.
Exist because
And this is a perfect example of it. A perfect example. If I'm trying to call the game, but that one's my fault. That's on me. I brought it up that time.
You're not calling the game right now, so you can let me rant.
I was just giving the people an example of, like, the hatred is so intense that you can't be stopped. And it's similar with Queensland, but at least with Queensland you leave the room normally. With Queensland you're just like, nah, bugger this, and you'll wander off.
I can't deal with it with Queensland. I get too angry, and we get banned on TikTok because I say I want to kill myself.
Yeah, well, anyways, we get no.
Okay.
No, I don't know what to do on TikTok. We go live, an actual live stream, and it comes up and says unoriginal or reproduced content. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore over there. Like, it can't get any more original than literally us live on the screen. So I don't know what the solution is to that.
I don't know. Ban UFC. Maybe then we'll be original.
Craig Howarth says Michelle's on fire. You should do an entire session. Yeah, if anyone's familiar with Family Guy, remember when Peter Griffin used to do that TV show, that segment Grinds My Gears? I reckon that'd be a hit. Michelle's. We'll try and think of a name. Just let you go. Give you a segment and just let you go.
Rants is rants.
I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Mookie, how many grand finals have we won that we haven't had taken off of this because we're lying, cheating sons of bitches?
Who cares? My team hasn't won since 2016, so.
Jason, what?
What? DJ Shaq, All Blacks winger Leroy Carter, a dog ate his passport.
Well, give it to my dog. He'd probably give it half a go. He's still getting his passport. I love
That's
it.
hilarious.
Ooh, actually, that reminds me, I got to renew my passport because it expires next month.
So, no heading over to South Africa for Leroy Carter.
Oh, I'm sure they've pulled some strings and got him a new one.
Yeah. Have you? Hey,
Mm.
here's a question. Who out there, Michelle? This one's for you and everybody as well. But have you gone the digital ID, or are you still the physical license, driver's license?
I've got a physical driver's license. It doesnn't expire for a little while, but I've had
Right.
it for a while, so that's probably why it's not digital yet.
See, I've switched over to the digital ID, and I tell you what, if they're going to offer this thing and give you this thing, it should work for everything. Is my theory. I tried to do the Uber Eats thing, or through the Uber, where you know Captain Morgan's arrived, got a show ID, and I put the digital ID up, and they're all the drivers are just so confused. They're like, what is this? And I probably shouldn't try and do the accent at all. I might get banned. But you know, what is this? They have no idea what to do with it. And I'm like, oh look, I checked on the Uber website, and it says that you accept digital ID. That's ultimately why everything that I use, everywhere I go, claims to accept digital ID. So I went, screw it. I'm always losing my cards. Jace was here one night when I was frantically scurrying around the house looking for my license for an order that was delivered. So I've gone the digital ID, and they have no idea what to do with it. So, okay, we just scan it. Okay, they scan it, and it gets rejected through their Uber driver app. Oh, maybe you need the QR code instead of taking a photo of my phone with the license on it. So it scans the QR code. No, it's not working. I said, well, I don't know. The Uber website says that they accept it. I'm just the Queensland government issued it, and this is through their actual app on the App Store. I'm just showing you. As far as I'm aware, I'm not doing anything wrong here. But what a pain in the ass it was to get that working. And he finally ended up just entering the details in manually. He's like, "Oh, screw it! Like I'm not going back to the store. I don't, you know."
I've just still got the physical one. I know that I've got one of the newer passports, but it is also expiring this year. I think I got the 10-year one last time. I miss having a passport where they stamp it. You know, you get the stamp in it, because my other one was almost full before I had to get a new one. So
they don't do that no more?
Type of thing. Sorry?
They don't do that anymore?
They don't stamp it. No, you don't get a lot of stamps anymore on your passports. So...
Well, that's no fun for collectors.
No, it's all digital. I know. My old passport's full of stamps. So, and a couple of visas and stuff from when I lived overseas. So, yeah.
Good news, John Michael. Yes.
John Michael, I'm glad your mum's feeling a bit better and she's almost home. Well, Collingwood got effectively trounced in that game. So, steel side bottom with the widest head in AFL. Good Lord. Dan, are you streaming games tomorrow? He's wandered off. Is he wandered off? I feel like
both games tomorrow.
I don't know if he's streaming games tomorrow.
Always do both games, Friday night footy.
Who's playing tomorrow?
Tomorrow night is Knights and Panthers, I'm pretty sure. Let's have a look and confirm it. Knights Panthers is the early game. Raiders Manly is the second game.
Second game. I feel like they've got a lot to lose, old Manly.
Oh, absolutely they do. They've got to stay in touch with the top 8.
All right, well, I will not be on tomorrow night because I have plans to watch some AFL.
TJ Shack has got What the Hell by Avril Lavigne stuck in. Is that what was that on repeat in the karaoke session, or
I don't know that. Do I know that song? Everyone remembers Ruben Wiki.
Yeah, of course.
What a bloody machine he was. I also had another friend say they want to do a Cats game with me live on one of these one time. So
Oh, yeah.
that'll be fun. And they, again, know the rules better than I, so I'm more than happy to have somebody come and jump on a stream with me to do an AFL game. So
Well, they normally have
who
to
knows?
they normally have to pay for that privilege, but I mean, it's AFL and it'll be news, so that'll be up to you.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, do we remember Ruben Wiki? What's he doing nowadays? Oh, you're telling the story, John Michael. What is he doing these days? Come on. You're the one that brought him up. You got to give us the news, give us the headlines. What's Ruben Wiki doing these days? Don't tell
Let's
us
see.
you cut him up and stuffed him in a freezer. We don't want to know about your serial killer stuff. I want to know what Ruben Wiki's actually up to these days.
Let's have a look.
Dan's going to Google it now.
You're asking about Ruben Wiki, the legendary former New Zealand rugby league player? Yes, I am. Thank you very much. So, what is Ruben Wiki up to these days? Okay. Oh God, I don't want his whole life story. Can you please just give me the most current?
Narrow that down.
Yeah. Give me the most current update. I don't want his whole life story. No offense to him.
Who is getting chaired off? That looks like a bald guy, like steel side bottom. Oh, 350 steel side bottom.
Oh, that's hilarious. Boom. Oh, the poor little kid had his head taken off. You're on a different channel, so.
I am on a different channel. I'm watching a bald guy get chaired halfway off the field on a terrible, terrible loss for 350. Oh, but his little daughter's come out. She's got a little tutu on. That's cute.
So I've just done a quick scroll over the results. For whatever reason, it wouldn't give me a quick summary of what he's actually up to most recently. I did a quick scroll over everything, though, and it seems like he's gone into coaching roles.
There you go.
So that's
he's now a coach.
Yeah, so that's as quickly as I can surmise the answer for that. I just had to do a quick scroll over the bloody life story that it gave me as a search result to find that out. So, but that seems like he's gone into coaching in some capacity.
All right. I'm going to head off because I got to get up and go to work.
Yes.
Tomorrow. Well,
yes.
I think get up and walk on to work tomorrow.
I think it is time to head off here on the Wasted Water Sports, although still quite a few people lurking around in the chat room who, for some reason, found our conversations interesting. Cheers for that, I suppose.
No, not you suppose. Cheers for that. That's good.
Yeah.
Good night, Mookie. It's been lovely having you as always. Pity about the Broncos. Yeah, I'm off tomorrow night, but I might be back on the weekend. We'll see how we go.
Wasted Water Sports crew, thank you so much. We didn't really get those halftime stories in. We decided to break for halftime instead. So maybe I'll save that one for the channel members. I'll save it for a channel members night. My story anyway. Next channel members night. Because we're actually doing them now. We're actually doing channel members nights, the old Panther and I. Every second Wednesday. So you can
always patch me in.
Those will hopefully be a good little bit of fun. All right. Catch you guys next time. I've still got some work to do tonight. That'll be great. And I've got to think about what I'm going to have for dinner. Haven't eaten yet. John Michael says, Dan, how do I sign up? Oh, okay. I don't know how to do it on... Yeah, I'm assuming so. I don't know how to do it on mobile devices, but if you're on desktop, if you go to the channel homepage on YouTube, so the Wasted Water Sports, the actual homepage, then there will be a join button directly under sort of well, Mookie's a channel member. Mookie would know better how to do it. You'd think I should know, but funnily enough, I've not actually joined channel membership myself. I know that it's not as readily available on mobile still as it is on desktop. I know exactly where it is on the desktop version. But yeah, I mean, it should be discoverable if you go to the actual homepage there on YouTube. And yeah, because I always have the stuff open as myself, and you can't become a channel member of your own channel, so I don't know where it shows up on the mobile devices. Sorry, I'll find out because this is stuff I should know. I need to give myself an uppercut for not knowing. But yeah, it obviously it'd be nice to have another new channel member, John Michael. Should you decide to do that? I think they start. I don't even know how much they cost. I think the channel memberships start for like $1.50 or I'll say $1.99 just in case it is a little bit more than the $1.50. But they start and they start on the smallest scale at around about $1 something, and they go up to like $15. I think is the top tier, and in that top tier, for $15, you do get a lot more perks out of it, of course, such as joining us on video call for live streams, which Captain Redbeard was the first, and to this point, still the only person who has cashed in on that reward when he joined me a couple of years back for a Cowboys Sharks game.
All right.
So there we go. It'll be there somewhere. Wasted Water Sports crew, thank you so much. Die roll game, really, this one. But hope you enjoyed it. And I will catch you guys tomorrow.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I won't be on tomorrow, but I might be on again this weekend. So I'll see you guys then. And have a fabulous Friday and a fantastic weekend if I don't see you. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. I already finished my drink. A little bit left. Cheers, all. Got to do this manually. Ugh. God. Okay, there we go.